Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's hit episode of podcast Back of the Short Bus. I'm very tired. I'm gonna have a stroke. Everyone, please sound off before I kill myself. Thank you.
Don't kill yourself. Hi, it's Shiitake.
My sanity will succumb.
Epic, epic. So, how's everyone doing? I just got home from work. My feet are in copious amounts of pain,
Half feet.
and anyway, I've got a question for y'all. Have you ever, at any point, had such soured milk to the point that it comes out essentially like cottage cheese?
I've seen it, yeah, but no, I haven't actually eaten it.
I'd hope I
well,
didn't.
Yeah,
You know it's
did it. Did you actually do that?
no. I was gonna say it's currently what my balls consistencies are like.
Jesus Christ.
Just thought you deserved to know because
we
somebody
didn't.
decided doing an episode at fucking midnight is a great idea.
I'll
Because
couldn't
somebody thought no, of course I'm not gonna, because then you guys are gonna hold that shit above me for the rest of my life. You're gonna be like, well, we were ready for an episode once and you just didn't want to join. I'm like, all right, I'm not playing your shit.
I mean, you hold BS like that above our heads all the time anyway.
Yeah, like you'll be like, oh, you've been late to a podcast. You literally like, you've been late to a podcast, you fuck.
I've never been late because I hosted
this
them.
one.
This one I was not late. I was eating, and I warned you guys that I was eating. It's not how this works. I was eating.
I've eaten during the podcast.
Home work at 11 o'clock. Kill yourself. Fuck you.
And?
Yeah.
And?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to kill myself after a long ass shift.
That's fair.
Imagine having a job.
Lamau, imagine being a functioning member of society. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little update on my side, and then I'll let y'all run free for now. I'm getting a new laptop. I'm getting a gamer laptop because mine is literally on the verge of exploding. A gay laptop? No. But I currently have my computer propped up on a pillow on my dick so that it doesn't break.
It was so crisp. The audio was so crisp before, wasn't it, Sab? Like you didn't even like realize how crisp it was.
What? How sexy my absolute schmoovin' voice is?
I wouldn't say that.
No, you would. I'm pretty sure you said that verbatim. I'm like 92% sure.
The crispness of it before you fucking moved it.
Move what?
What you did to your computer, it like literally ruined the crispness. Now you sound like an 8-bit.
Yeah, when you said you were switching over before we started recording.
Yeah.
It's because I'm on my phone now. Because I was talking through my computer mic earlier.
Oh, dude, it was so crisp.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna talk to my. Look, I'm not gonna fucking do a crunch and talk into my cock and balls for an hour and a half because you little fuckers can't deal with my mic right now.
No,
you problem.
So luckily, when my new computer comes in, I'll be able to use my new mic, which is that fancy one I tried setting up a couple of months ago.
What is that?
It's a shit. No, don't ask me now. Fuck, I don't remember. It was. God damn it! I got a dog on my balls.
I'm sorry. Okay. You
absolute skank. I don't fucking know.
On the spawn by pure accident. I don't
know. It's a mic. It's a nice mic. I've mentioned it before in an episode. It doesn't.
No, I know you have that mic. I meant the computer.
Oh, the computer is. Oh, that one I actually. That I can tell you. But
he's got a gay laptop with his LGBT lights.
I'm gonna fucking kill you all. It's not an RGB. I swear to God, it's not. I don't want this homosexual bullshit.
Even though you're actually bisexual, what the fuck?
Yes, fuck Pride Month. I hate the faggots.
Oh God, dude, I bet you if you showed the people at Stonewall what Pride has come to now, they just fucking end them.
And that slippery slope sure do be real.
It do be real, dude.
Where is it? Holy shit. Anyway, oh, I know you're not gonna watch the episode, so it doesn't matter in the slightest. But I thought you deserved to know. In not the episode that comes out tomorrow, but episode 15, I say the N-word at some point, and you weren't there to witness it.
Oh.
So I just thought you.
You
I
actually
thought
said
you.
the N-word?
Yeah, and I'm going to keep it in.
Oh my
Could you-
gosh.
I mean, hold on. You could give him the pass, and then he flashes it on the screen.
Yeah, give me the pass. Write it down on a sheet of paper. Send me a picture of the N-word pass.
Just make it a one-time pass though.
One-time pass, yeah.
Make it my one time. I'll take it. I don't know how long do N-word. How long until an N-word pass expires? Because like I got one when I first came here to high school from a kid.
An N-word
But-
pass only lasts as long as the pass
Oh,
says.
from
But
the
if the pass
original,
doesn't say.
the person, the one that said he hates you.
What he? We'll call him Chris because that's his name. But
Yeah.
he hates me.
You remember you told us how he's like one
It's,
time.
Oh,
it's like you didn't know he hates you.
I forgot.
He forgot.
Look,
He
I honestly
perpetually
forgot.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm.
genuinely just didn't give a shit enough to remember.
Yeah.
I found out actually, now that you've mentioned it, I actually did find out why he doesn't like me, and it's the dumbest shit.
Oh, wasn't it? I think it was because you act stupid, yet he does the same exact stuff that you do. It's
Yeah,
not
he
like
was calling me immature because I kept talking about his dick, because the only thing he has ever at any point mentioned about himself is the
It's a
fact that he
cock.
has a huge dick. And so I just keep saying prove it every so often. But he's like the most hypocritical bitch. He's like, "You're so immature, dude." I'm like, "Dude, I have seen you on multiple occasions scream the N-word in an Elmo voice. Don't
That's
you
what I was
dare
gonna
come
say.
for
He's
me."
done like a lot of things in that Elmo voice he does. It's not like
Yeah, I'm like, "Don't you dare have like this high horse
he was just
bullshit."
projecting the whole time on you. That's basically what
Honestly,
he
yeah.
was doing.
That would have
Dude,
been that's hilarious though.
that is hilarious.
So, all right, I got the picture of it, and it's got a whole whopping 3 pixels to try and read this from. What's the Nitro 5 gaming laptop with Intel Core? So it's $900, but I mean that's not bad.
$900? That's not too bad
It's
actually
not
for a
bad.
good laptop like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
a
nice.
gay
It's not
laptop.
too big. Here, wait, I'll post a picture in the chat. But it's a
Okay.
nice little laptop. It's got glowy buttons, so I can look up porn in nighttime and.
Wait, it has glowy buttons, so you do have LGB
No, it's
light.
not LGB. It's not LGB. It's RGB. You fucking retard. And no, it's not RGB because they don't change color.
Oh, they
RGB
don't?
only counts. Yeah, RGB only counts if it changes color. You fucking slut.
They're only
But yeah,
this gay pink that I see on my screen right now.
it's
Then it just
red with a white border. You fucking whore.
then it's just normal
I love,
gay.
I
You
love
will
how he's making all these excuses to it. He's so like he fucking knew this conversation was coming up. He knew this was gonna happen.
You will
He knew he was
come
gonna
back
get
to a
butchered.
house that is burnt down. I
You're gonna-
swear to God, I will. I'll burn your house down with your god, you piece of
Oh yeah.
shit.
I just wanted to tell you, Neckbeard, I can see
Yeah.
and stop the recording of this thing. I don't know if that's like a glitch now or did you? have to do that?
Craig?
Yeah.
No, that's because it's Craig 2.0. So, fun fact, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago?
2 days ago
had-
we played Cards Against Humanity. I know that.
Yeah.
Was it?
So 2 days ago, I was editing the episode that comes out this Friday, episode 14, We Fought a Zoo, and halfway through I got really fucking annoyed because it was being bitchy, and so I just saved it and I was like, I'll fucking deal with it later because I finally figured out how to get it to save properly. So I went and played Pavlov's Shack for like an hour and a half on the
And that's
quest.
when you're executing kids, right?
Yep, I love, my favorite way to calm down in Pavlov is just to pop heads on little fucking whiners. Or my personal favorite is to play Russian roulette because I'm the luckiest motherfucker and it's just, oh, so good. Anyways, but I met 2 people who are J-Day and Toadstool. And J-Day,
Oh, those 2 people, really?
yeah, I met them in there because he was trying to record and I knew how to get editing or how to get videos off the quest into a computer, but he makes he made the thumbnail for episode 14, which I don't know, you saw it, right? You were there when he made it. Yeah. So he made that.
It's in
Here,
it's in General Shenanigans.
Oh,
Yeah. It's the picture with the big gorilla and you with the gun, which I love because he asked if he wanted me to, or if he wanted to get rid of
Oh,
the
that one. Yeah, I
watermark.
saw that one. I was.
I love how he didn't crop the bottom. He
Dude,
just left. He left the black bar, and I respect the hustle.
Dude,
But
he could have honestly just fucking I know some graphic design, but he could have fucking deleted the white.
No, I know it's great. It's so funny. I think it's
No,
funny.
It is so
no, he said
crazy.
it was intentional.
I think it's funniest that he took the white off of Sab, but
Yeah,
left it
no,
on
he took it
literally
off of Sab.
everything else.
Yeah, no.
But I currently have him working on a project. I don't know if it'll be done by the time this happens, but
Okay.
I sent him a project, which was to make an intro for us, so that I don't have to say hello, everybody, welcome to Hip Hop. I could just play this
our new
little
techie.
snippet. Yeah, exactly. He's now a techie that works for us. He's a slave.
He's our techie.
But
He's online right now. We could pull him in here if we wanted to.
no, not right now.
Work is an interesting term.
Midnight.
No,
It's midnight. We'll leave him be. But I gave him a script, which is, hello, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Hit Podcast, back at the Short Bus Podcast on YouTube.com. Today we have sexy Captain Neckbeard as our humble host, and then our political extremist Sab, and our state-mandated diversity Shiitake.
Oh my god!
And I was gonna have him do that. So
Thing
look
is,
forward to that if that ever happens.
If this was a company, I would count as a state-mandated diversity.
You are state-mandated diversity. You are court-mandated specifically. You're court-mandated. No, you are court-mandated.
Court-mandated.
Dude, I joined a random Discord. Because they were looking for voice actors, and I decided to try my hand at that. And this random girl texted me. No,
send that shit to me.
You know Spider-Man Lotus? It's basically like that right now.
What the fuck is Spider-Man Lotus?
It's a fan film, and the director got exposed for being a hardcore racist, and so is like everyone basically on the cast. It basically,
dude, that's even better.
No, it's not, because now Sony's gotten involved with it.
Shit.
Now it's not gonna be made.
Damn it, I wanted to be part of Spider-Man Lotus and its violent racism.
You didn't even know about it.
Shut up. I've wanted this since the day I was born.
Shut the fuck up, you
I've worked my entire life to get to this point.
But the thing is, it looks really good, but it's just sucky that fucking...
I mean, is it really sucky?
I mean, it's sad because now he won't be able to even like make it as a director in Hollywood.
I mean, all he has to do is like feet and he'll be fine.
This isn't a Dan Schneider. I'm pretty sure Dan Schneider is banned from all Nickelodeon shoots and whatnot.
No, that's also Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot Quentin Tarantino. I didn't know that till like a few weeks ago. That he like.
Yeah, I know. I told you.
I don't think you told me.
I was the one who told you because I remember how fucking just weirded out you were. You're like, no. But also, he definitely looks like the kind of guy. God, look at this man.
What, Quentin?
I'm gonna show you a picture of Dan Schneider.
Oh, Dan Schneider, yeah, that dude fucking dude.
He's the reason I don't shave my beard, because I'll look like that.
Yeah, no, fucking dude.
Not down.
I swear, there's a guy that looks exactly like him, and I feel so bad for him because he has gray hair, but he has the whole Dan Schneider look. And I'm like, is this guy just like Dan Schneider, but he dyed his hair?
What does Dan Schneider remind me of? Dan Schneider reminds me of like 2009, just the year 2009, but fat.
What are you doing now? I bet he's in prison. Honestly, I can see him in prison.
Dan Schneider. Yeah.
You probably shouldn't look that up.
Dan Schneider.
Fucking FBI comes knocking at your door.
Oh shit, he in jail.
I guess correctly. How long? What was the sentence for?
Then in March 2018, Dan Schneider's time at Nickelodeon suddenly ended amid allegations of verbal abuse and questionable treatment of the young stars who appeared on his shows. Not what I was expecting already then.
What scene?
I don't.
Look it up. You can
So,
probably look at Dan
not in
Schneider prison
jail.
time.
He's not in jail. He had allegations.
Oh, he had allegations.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't really do anything, really. Allegations is an actual
Yeah,
like.
should be in prison, not in prison though. Didn't go to prison.
Yeah, he should be in prison. Fucking.
Did get kicked out of Nickelodeon though.
Oh no, definitely no. I knew that part. Yeah. Dude, I watched the Nickelodeon Iceberg, and like more of the bottom tiers were all about Dan Schneider, and basically his fucking foot fetish and what he'd do to the young actors.
I hate it. I mean, if you watch like iCarly and stuff now,
No, yeah, it was a lot of now you can like unsee it.
You cannot unsee that shit's scarred. What is it? The Nick Hotel or something?
The one up
have you
in
guys ever seen
Orlando?
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen that?
Yeah, I did. I watched this whole video about the rise and fall of the place.
Oh, you watched the what is it? Defunct Land of it?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Defunct Land is so fucking good.
It's so good. I love Defunct Land.
Dude,
I watched
the
entire history of Jim Henson in like 1 day, which is like 12 hours.
Funniest thing, me and Sab were talking about Jim Henson and how it
indirectly because as of early this month, this web series we watch, I guess you'd call it a web series, but it's a video series. I imagine a lot of the listeners would
little unknown thing called Family Guy. Don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Little indie show.
It's called the Mandela Catalog.
Yeah, it's called
horror.
Oh, you guys are talking about fucking Mandela Catalog again.
You
right,
know?
Go ahead.
Oh wait, no, yeah.
Yes, of course I know about it. You guys won't shut the fuck up about it.
Actually, Neckbeard, I remember showing you.
Yeah,
I remember showing you the trailer at before we started recording the first episode, and you got freaked the hell out.
Oh yeah.
I don't do horror well. I am a tall man. That is it. I am tall because my buddy went. He's a big pussy bitch. Dude, I don't know. Wait, did you guys saw the thing I sent? Y'all saw the thing I sent to the group chat, right?
Which one? Oh yeah.
With the fucking
creature rolling in the
spindly long ass arms dragging a child off into a closet in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But the whole time it's just this like 2010 pop music playing.
Isn't it? It's like a dubstep one. I think
it's OMG from oh god, what is it? OMG song. What's it called?
I don't know.
Shit. I know I have the whole thing. It's like ice cream, hello. It's a whole
like what's up, hello.
It's from 7 Media.
But I know who creates those YouTube videos. And they're not really scary.
Sorry, not from 7 Media. It's OMFG. The song is Ice Cream.
I found the photo that freaked you out.
Which one?
What is it? Yeah, I was trying to find
the
chat. Yeah, here it is.
Is it? No, it wasn't that. That doesn't bug me any.
Was it the Uncanny Jesus? The one that was distorted?
No, because it was from the trailer at the very beginning.
I think Alex put that in, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure.
You know what I think it was? It probably wasn't even that scary in hindsight. It probably was the fact that we were at like 11:30 at night next to the fucking wilderness. In pitch black darkness, and I'm already a parent. I am I'm not schizophrenic, but I am paranoid as shit for no reason. Like
dude,
was that in the same night we're talking about the Skinwalkers on Uncanny Valley?
Yeah, exactly. So we were definitely working myself up. You don't understand. I used to, when I worked at McDonald's, I used to ride home on a bike.
Oh yeah, on a bike.
25 to 30 minute drive.
Were you visiting my house just to let me know like where you were at the time? Honestly.
Oh, what? When you mean when we first did it, my mom got mad at me because I was like 2 in the morning and I was still at your house?
Yeah.
No, I was just like, fuck it, I got nothing better to do. Because I talk to myself a lot, and so that's just kind of how I go. But I've never been more paranoid going in night than in my car. Like, going on the bike is like, fuck it. If something's gonna kill me, it's hopefully gonna be instant. If I'm in the car, I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna like rape and torture me for my keys of my shitty 2002 Chevy Trailblazer. For no reason, I'm like, who the fuck wants this shit car? I don't even want this car.
Right now, people want it for being used. That's basically all they want it for.
I want the copper wires.
But those copper wires.
The 2 milligrams of copper wire I'm gonna get out of this car is gonna be worth it.
Bro, straight up, on my way home from work today, I was flipping through the radio because I found out I have normally 6 presets, but I found out I have 2 more pages worth of presets I could make, so I started making more. And I found a couple of fucking mariachi band radio. Like my
cool.
I know, it's so fucking great. I loved them, so I added them. But I was listening to it the entire ride home, which weirdly enough, I normally ride home in silence just so I can argue with myself about stupid shit.
About life. Yeah, I know.
Dude, I literally had a 25-minute argument about what was my favorite kind of bread and what stages of bread were applicable in different situations. Anyway.
Were you just doing this to not freak yourself out, just to distract yourself?
I don't do it on purpose. It's a whole long story, and I could get into it, and I'll get into it eventually, but I can't bring it up without it sounding super fucking sad, so I'll have to bring it up on its own setting. But point being is I was sitting there talking to myself, and I just threw on the mariachi music. I was like, this is a fucking bop. I had never felt like I was going to get pulled over by a cop for doing jack shit more than having my Cuban ass. Now that I have a tan, I don't know if you've seen me in a while, I actually have a tan because I've been working outside, so I have my fucking Cuban complexion back while listening to fucking mariachi music. I'm like, I'm going to get pulled over for doing jack shit and get shot because I'm
I will finally be the one to get racially profiled.
Oh shit! I liked when I was a little fucking basement troll who was pale as shit and could pass as white.
I wanted to be white
look
again.
At my ass. You look at me and you're like, oh, that fucking beaner. It's like, no! Not again!
Beaner?
Anyway. It's like so... Oh, dude, it's so good. Anyway. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you all off. What the fuck were we talking about?
Mandela catalog.
Mandela catalog, yeah.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna bring you into my hypothetical real quick that I was arguing with. What is y'all's favorite kind of bread? Because mine's sourdough.
Potato.
Potato bread. I didn't even consider potato bread. Potato bread's fucking
God, he's gonna go.
You know what? I'm down for the bread rant.
All right, let's do some bread rants. So here's the thing. I was arguing the logistics between the difference in pita bread and sourdough bread as which one is more versatile.
As to like different uses?
Like versatile. Which one you could use in more situations. And I'm like, sourdough you could use as a bread bowl. You could use it for sandwiches, you could
sourdough.
use it for toast.
I like a lot of bread.
And then I sat there and I was like, you could use pita for like tzatziki, you could use it for a bisque or something like that. And so I just sat there and kept arguing breads with myself like a dipshit. So what about y'all?
I got to make Japanese cloud bread. It's fucking dope as shit. It's very
those
soft.
are also
dude, it is. It's so bomb. And then one of my ex, she was Vietnamese. So fucking she'd make me food sometimes. And she made me a really good bread, but I don't fucking remember the name. It was bomb as shit.
It's really good. The Hawaiian rolls, like sweet Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah, those are potato bread, man.
That's potato bread. I was gonna say, yeah.
No way, those are. I mean, that makes so much sense. They're so fucking good.
Next time you look at the packaging. It says it on there.
I'm looking right now. King's Hawaiian original Hawaiian sweet rolls, the original twin pack. Where the fuck?
It may not be on the front.
It may not be on the front, yeah.
It's somewhere.
It may be in the ingredient section or something like that.
That might be true. My mother, I love her. Swear to God, she's trying to kill me. This woman, Angel, love her so much. But every so often, it hasn't happened in a while. I should actually probably talk to her about doing this again sometime. But she'll cut an entire fucking tray, which is like 30 or like 20 something. She'll cut it in half. And then she'll open it, and she'll put ham, turkey, cheese, and then she'll close it, and she'll baste it with butter, and then she puts it in an oven, and she makes a fucking casserole out of it. It is the best shit.
Fuck.
But I'm going to die of a heart attack at 23, and it will be worth it.
Yep.
No, there's a main name for it, but Puerto Rican sweetbread. My fucking uncle just bought some and gave me like a big piece. Let me go grab it.
He's like, oh shit, I gotta go get this.
You got him all worked up over bread.
Dude, bread is awesome.
Yeah.
It's actually just called Puerto Rican sweetbread. Oh no wait, pan sabo. God damn it, I'm Cuban. I should be able to say this shit, but I can't say it without sounding racist. So I just won't.
You are already. What do you
I am racist. It's because I'm Cuban. We're the most racist Hispanics. That's what happens. What can I say?
The most racist Cuban. Not the least racist Cuban.
I was going to say, I am not the most racist Cuban. I've had my family argue for 3 hours about their hatred of Puerto Ricans at one point. Shit was funny as fuck. It was at Thanksgiving.
The most least racist Cuban.
I went on a rant at Thanksgiving last year. So right before we did the... I see. I went on a... That's really good looking bread. But I went on an argument about how much I fucking despise macaroni and cheese. And I want to see if y'all will back me up on this. Mac and cheese is fine. Like, the concept of a noodle and cheese is fine. You get your Alfredo, you get blah, 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 blah. That fucking devil elbow piece is the nastiest shit, mixed with that god-awful powder cheese is like Satan's asshole. Can you back me up on this?
Actually, I have an automatic bias against any pasta personally, so...
One second, I'm gonna...
Really?
Yeah.
What's it? Eat your bread. Eat all of it right now. Eat the entire ass loaf. So what's your bias against pasta? I'd love to know.
I don't know. I guess one part of it is I just really hate the texture of pasta. I don't know.
That's such a vague. That's such
I know.
Cop-out bullshit. There is so many different kinds. There are so many different kinds of fucking pasta. To say that you don't like the texture is
Let
bullshit.
me throw it down. A lot of them. I don't like the texture of them. Not all of them. A lot of them.
What I recommend for macaroni and cheese is the actual like African American way, because that's where macaroni and cheese came from. That shit.
I like the shells. Shells good.
No.
Shells are good.
Well, yeah, the shells. That's what you use for that one. You don't use the fucking elbows.
Yeah, I know.
But no fucking. No, I don't like Kraft mac and cheese. It tastes too, like. You know, like,
so
like
gross.
I don't know how to say it. Like, it tastes too cheesy. Like, really, really, like they're trying too hard.
It's like what happens if you give somebody the purest cheddar, and then give them nothing but cleaning chemicals to recreate the taste. That's what Kraft cheese is.
They want you to fucking just be
powdered cheese. I like
it's the most processed
specifically
BS.
Powdered. Have I ever told you guys this? At one day at school, it was like the middle of last year. There was just a bag of half-eaten sharp cheddar cheese on the floor in the main foyer, and I took it and ate the entire thing, and then proceeded to shit my brains out until 3 in the morning.
I mean, you're lactose intolerant. What were you expecting?
Yeah, what were you?
I don't know. Look,
This guy will get the most like, anytime we go out, he'll be like, "Can I get the 3 cheese platter, nachos with cheese on them?"
Yeah, I'm like, you don't understand.
This man.
Tolerant. There's a difference between intolerant and allergic. Bitches who are allergic to bees or allergic to peanuts have to avoid that shit like the plague.
Yeah.
Any motherfucker who's got lactose intolerance says, if I touch the singlest piece of cheese, I'm going to shit myself. I'm going out to Valhalla, and takes all the cheese. That's just what you gotta do.
I've seen that, like, so many posts about that. Like,
I mean,
I just ate a 5-cheese pizza and like.
That is true. I am. Okay, so here's the thing. I got into an argument with a friend of mine while we were in the car with my mother and father, we were going to, I believe, a Billy Joel concert at the time. No, we were going to a concert, but I don't remember for who. Oh no, it was Monster Jam. I'm a dumbass. We were going to Monster Jam.
Oh,
We were
Manajam.
arguing. Yeah, Manda Jam. But we were arguing the difference between masochism and Satanism, or Satanism with a D, not T.
There's a big
And
difference between those two.
I'm
Yeah.
technically
Sadist?
both. Yeah, sadist. I'm a sadist and I'm a masochist, but
I mean,
not
the difference is pretty clear
sexually.
cut. A
No,
sadist is
I'm
someone who
both though.
gets that from other people's pain, and then masochist is self-pain. I
No,
thought
I
that was just
understand the
clear
difference.
cut.
No. I understand the difference.
No, there's
He was arguing the sexual point of it. It's like you don't.
Oh.
Him and my mother both argued. Well, my mother kind of like just scolded me after for talking gross. I'm like, no, I'm not talking sexual.
it's not sexual. Just explaining what you're into is not
How
sexual.
do I put
I am
this?
busting
How do
it
I
down
put this?
sexual style, mother.
No, don't say it like that. Don't say what you're into like that.
Down sexual style.
Is he goated with the sauce?
Is he goes what the fuck, man?
So here's the thing. Don't say it like he's into this. I don't enjoy pain. Like I'm not gonna sit there with candle wax on my nipples. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if somebody hands me a fucking 2x4, it says, "Can I bash this over your back for shits and giggles?" I'll go, "Fuck yes." I will do literally anything, no matter the physical or mental repercussions, for my own entertainment. And I do the same thing backwards as well. I will do anything to anyone for my own physical entertainment. And thus I am a sadist and a masochist, but not sexually. It's not like I'm getting turned on by getting the shit beat out of me. I'm saying sadist, but I'm having
Sadist?
I'm having a fucking stroke. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, I think one thing a lot of masochists do it for pleasure, but a lot of Satanists don't do it for like sexual pleasure.
You're saying Satanist too? What the fuck?
Sadist. My bad.
I'm saying it's. I know it's sadist.
It's hard
I keep
to
saying
like.
It's satanist.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why. I can't stop it. But anyway, it's not a sexual thing in the slightest. It is purely for my own shits and/or giggles.
Okay, I think you just like pain. That's it. No, it's not like anything because you can't really relate it to that because I'm gonna say this. I am into that a little bit.
Oh, that's why you're friends with me. Every time I whip you to get back into the fields, that's when you get hard.
No, that's not how it is.
I don't like this side of you.
Do you guys remember? Wait, do you guys remember the time we were all at the bonfire for a fireside update, and then I proceeded to chase you guys around with a flaming stick?
Oh my god, I still have the video. I have the video in my favorites. I could probably pull it up. Give me a second.
I don't know where it is, but yeah, I love that video.
No, I'm the one who has it.
I have it too because you sent it to us.
Because your phone died, and when I was recording the whole thing, but
yeah. So for folks at home, Sab was recording this on my phone, and the whole bit was that me and Shiitake were sword fighting with flaming sticks. Like, Duel of the Fates was playing in the background and everything.
Yeah.
He was supposed to record the whole thing, but he's a dipshit and didn't record any of it. But
no,
anyway,
your phone died and you couldn't upload.
Likely story. Anyway, I was sitting there fighting him to the death, and I de-armed him, and I proceeded to chase his ass down with a flaming stick.
But the thing is, you also started chasing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he was attacking me, and then goes, "This guy's defenseless. Watch me beat the shit out of him." And
I did. I literally turned.
I have to start dashing for it.
So here's the thing.
He's booking it. See his eye. And this motherfucker's going, just like fucking full on.
So here's the thing.
He activated the hindbrain to fucking
currently. No. I was currently in the mindset of do it for the Vine. I thought we were still recording. I thought we were still recording.
Do it for the Vine.
I was like, I'm gonna do literally everything it takes to make this as funny as shit. So I'm literally chasing his ass down, both of them at this point. And so since none of the footage saved on my phone, the only recorded footage of this entire event is on a ring camera that he's got surrounding his house, and it just sees my fat ass pulling my pants up with a flaming stick as they're both screaming away.
Dude, I gotta find the video. Give me a second.
Bro, you missed the entire. I just realized you didn't record the entire time after where I brought out my whip and I
He's trying to
your phone the
fucking
whole
whip me
time.
as I'm trying to get into my fucking car. He's actively trying to commit a hate crime as I'm trying to like fucking get in my car and dip.
Let the record show I at no point physically attempted to hit you. I was swinging at you. If I wanted you hit,
Yeah, no,
I
if
would
you would have hit
have
me.
whipped
You
you.
honestly would have hit me if you tried. Yeah.
I had to slow down on multiple occasions because you would like stumble or something, and I'm like, oh
Dude,
shit!
that
If I
fucking yard
accidentally
has a bunch of rocks, and I'm trying to like maneuver against. And do you remember? This is like still the time when my foot's healing, and like
oh yeah,
literally,
do you want to tell them what happened to your foot? You fucking failed stripper.
I did. Oh my god, that story got spread around the school, and everybody asked if it was real. And I'm like, fucking no, you retards! How do you believe that shit? Like,
What, that you were a stripper?
I wasn't even 18 at the time. How the fuck could I get into a strip club?
Wait, is that genuinely how they thought? What happened to your leg?
Yes.
That's
So many
so
fucking people
funny.
asked
No,
me.
it was just a fireman's pole. It wasn't
Yeah,
this. It wasn't
no.
a stripper thing, but it was
Yeah,
a
it
Yeah, it
fireman's
was for
wasn't
pole.
everything. No,
ROTC.
because
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
like, but no, I've actually had genuine people ask that fucking stupid ass question, and I'm like, how can you be that fucking stupid? Like, how can existence shame you that hard?
You want to know something I've done that's even dumber than that entire line of processed thought?
What?
So this is back to my wandering phase, and it's a whole nother story for another day.
The
But
wandering.
at
Oh,
one
what
point,
you would walk around your neighborhood and just basically.
exactly, there's so much content from that, like the Duck Brigade, like there was so much
Duck
shit
Brigade.
from
I've
that.
never heard of this. I
Oh
just
yeah,
knew
I've
Don't worry,
totally
that
heard of
kids
that.
in the fucking.
it is a story I've told neither of you. But
No, you told me
point being, have I told you about Duck Brigade?
on the
All right,
bus.
cool. All right, good. Anyway, so at one point, it was at the same place where Duck Brigade happened, but I went. There's a bus stop like right outside the apartment complex I lived at. This was when I lived in like a really, really like. This is when I lived in the ghettos. I
Mm-hmm.
ate a I ate a random ass pill I found on the bus stop floor because I was really bored. And if that ain't the dumbest shit I've ever done in hindsight, like my
Did you have
brain
fun?
thinks about it. No, nothing physically came of it. I don't know what it was. For all
Oh,
I know, it was like
mother's
fungus
balls.
medication or some shit. But it would have been
Well,
hilarious if I just
I
started
mean,
tripping balls.
did you grow any fungus afterwards?
No, my dick
Then it could have
shrank
been
again
fungus, and I
though.
could have. Oh, it was that kind of medicine.
Yeah, it was steroids. That's why I'm so tall. But anyway, yeah, I think that's one of the dumbest things I've ever done.
No, yeah, that's like 2 IQ fucking play.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Fucking.
Oh, but back to Satanism, masochism real quick, because I also thought about another thing. My 10th birthday. I don't know.
Mhm.
Have I ever told you guys about my 10th birthday in the
No.
gladiator pit?
No, I've never heard of this fucking story. What?
I don't think so.
Okay, so for my 10th birthday, my mom went all out. She did like Sonic shit everywhere. It was lovely. But
Oh.
in our front yard, she got a giant inflatable, and it was essentially a big circle with like walls and then two pillars, and like each pillar you was like maybe 3 feet across, and then each person got a big old like those what are they called, like the big whacking sticks with
The
marshmallows on the end. You
the
know what I'm talking
there's
about?
yeah, they're selling sticks. I forget the exact name, but they're selling sticks.
Yeah, well, it's a big stick with basically two different colored marshmallows on the end that don't really hurt that bad. But anyway, I ruled
Oh,
that
those are like
shit.
what the army use, the Marines use to fucking train how to do
Yeah,
combat.
so
Yeah, your
so
CQB. Unfortunately, I
I
won't be able to use those
oh
Oh yeah,
but
no.
I ruled
officers.
that shit like a god. I literally would baseball swing it into children's head, have them flip so hard that they flew out of the bouncy castle, which was like 10
Jesus.
feet across, and we were in the middle, and I was like baseball swinging it, and that shit was the best day of my life. And now, Shiitake, I got a question for you.
Yes.
If I'm gonna say you because you're a legal adult, and I don't want to get in trouble for beating the shit out of Sab. If I can find a boxing ring, would you box me?
Oh,
Um,
boxing. I thought you were talking about doing that kind of thing. I
I,
was
I
like, you
thought you
can
were
do that
talking
at a
about that too.
trampoline
I was like,
park.
why
I'll
would
do
you
that
need
too.
Yeah,
I'll
you
do
can
that
go to a
too.
trampoline park and do that.
I'll do that, no issue. But I want to know specifically, would you box me? Fist to cuff. No, like we'll have a genuine ref. I'm not gonna like try and kill you or anything. We go to the tap. Not a bell, not a timer. We go to tap out.
Oh, tap out?
Yeah.
Would we let's get someone who actually knows what they're doing? And,
yeah, no, like.
Well, yeah, obviously we'd have to have like a referee or something, so you know, no dick shots or anything.
Yeah, no,
but like, would you genuinely box me? Because I don't know how to put this without sounding like a psychopath. I used to, as a child, be the most scrappy little shit. My first day of kindergarten, I beat the shit out of a third grader and well, I didn't break his nose, but I beat the shit out of a third grader because he took me to the wrong classroom. Like I was such a little shit as a kid. Like I was fucked.
Dude, what the fuck? You don't fight.
Point being is I missed that shit so bad.
This poor dude just like, oh shit, I brought him to the wrong classroom. Turns around, gets absolutely sucker punched. Boom.
It's not even. Boom. So here's the best part about this. He didn't even take me to a classroom. He took me to the nurse's office because he didn't know where to go. And I found out it was on the opposite side of the school. And I'm like, I'm gonna be late to the first day of kindergarten, you little bitch. And then I proceeded to beat the shit out of him in front of his sister. And then like I got pulled into the principal's office later in the day, and they're like, "Did you do it?" I'm like, "Nah." And they showed me a recording. I'm like, "That's not me." It's like we can visibly see it. We have multiple witnesses, and I'm like, "Nah, it wasn't me, dude."
Oh god!
You're in kindergarten, your elementary school actually had
They got you in 4K.
They had hallway cams.
In 4K.
They literally got me decking this man in the gut and then beating the shit out of him on the floor, kicking him, and then walking away. And they're like, "You sure that's not you?" It's like, no,
you fucking casually walked away like it was fucking nothing.
And then they're like, "Is that you?" I'm like, "No." It's like, "You're wearing the same shirt." I'm like, "No."
Simply put, it wasn't me.
Simply put,
sorry, you guys got the wrong guy.
I plead the fifth.
Yo, you guys got the wrong guy. You guys got a.
Yo, he's over there. He just runs away.
No, I'm pretty sure it was that dude jumps out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that shit was so good. I miss that shit. Dude, my kindergarten, like elementary school, were fantastic because I had this really fat coach. I had two coaches. So we had like the PE coach and then the sub PE coach. The PE coach was this like human blob. He was fat as shit, but he was super nice and super hyper. And he would always sing Peanut Butter Jelly Time for no fucking reason at any point.
Dope. That's dope as shit.
The other guy was full-blooded beaner. Man had red and brown as all of his skin. Like there was not a hint. And he had the biggest, bushiest, like pissed off eyebrows you've ever seen on a man. But he was just like always silently sitting in the corner, but he'd try to be nice as shit as well. And the only time I've ever seen him get excited, or at least that I can remember, is when we were doing the last day of kindergarten. We got to beat the shit out of a piñata, which was essentially a box with Post-it notes on it that was held up by a rope. And everyone got a turn, and I was in like the middle of the line or something. And we each had to wear a blindfold. And there was no candy in it either, so it was just sheer cathartic destruction. I proceeded to look straight up at the ceiling because I could see through the bridge of my nose to see where the box was. So I had this little fucking, it wasn't even a wiffle ball bat, it was like a fucking broom handle that they gave us. And I just started beating the shit out of this box like it owed me money. And it broke off the rope, and I just started bashing it into the ground, and I've never seen that man laugh harder. And it was the funniest shit. So good. God, I love that place so much.
I had a gym coach that was really cool. Fucking buff as shit, and then he got arrested the following year. You want to know what?
Child pornography.
Close. He was touching the girls in the class.
Hell yeah, bro.
Dude, and the thing is, he was super buff, so he looked really hot. So all the teachers were like, "Oh, I love this man. I love this man." And fucking, I remember one time specifically that fucking the teachers, like all the female teachers were there one time. I don't know why the fuck they were there, but they proceed to go, take your shirt off, take your shirt off,
take it off.
Yeah, basically, he fucking did, and they're just like fucking losing their minds. Like
that's
fucking,
great.
That was.
Do you remember what his name is? Out of curiosity, can we Google him?
No, I know what he looks like. Like I can remember faces really well, but I can't. Like he kind of reminds me of your coach, though. It's not like the one you were talking about, the pissed off one. Mm-hmm. That the big bushy eyebrows is what got me because he has big bushy eyebrows. Nice. This was back up in New York, though.
So, while we're talking about school, I thought I should finally mention. Have I ever told you the story of independent reading time in 3rd grade?
Dude, I remember that.
No.
I've told you guys. Please. I haven't told you, Sab. So, 3rd grade was a weird time for me. 3rd grade was a weird time. Because I was always, and I'll probably get more stories as time goes on, but I was always a horny little shit. Like my entire life. I was the horniest little fucking child. But in 3rd grade, there was this kid. I don't remember what his name was. And he looked very stereotypically black child. Like he had like the dreadlocks, you know. He had the high cheekbones, all that stuff. Yeah, he was a great kid. Don't get me wrong. I don't know when it started or what provoked it. But we used to finger each other's assholes during independent reading time in 3rd grade. In the middle, I look back on it to this day. I look back on it to this day, and I go, "How the fuck did we not get caught?" We were in the middle of a classroom, backed up to like a bookshelf, and we just both had a book in. We had a book in one hand, and then the other hand underneath the other kid. I'm like, "How the fuck?"
What the fuck?
Like finger in?
I'm gonna say this.
Yes, you're actually talking about how you actually had a gay moment with another.
Yes, I was a gay ass little child. But here's the thing. Here's the worst part about it. The most vivid memory I have about it is the fact that his asshole smelled like cinnamon.
What?
I don't know why what possessed me, but at one point I smelt my hand. It smelled like cinnamon. What? It was the weirdest shit, dude. I was a weird ass little kid. Oh my god!
You're telling me that? Yeah,
So in that same 3rd grade classroom, I also had a DS at the time, and I used to sneak it into the bathroom and be in there for like an hour at a time. And anytime anyone ever asked me why I was in the bathroom so long, I'd say I fell asleep, and they'd believe me every time.
I mean, what do you expect?
No hesitation. They'll be like, "Yeah, that makes sense for you." Because I used to sleep a shitload as a kid, but I used to do it constantly, like week after week after week. I'd play I'd play Pokemon games. I'd play all that shit on my DS. And they'd be like, "Dude, you were in there for 38 minutes. You all right?" I'm like, "I fell asleep." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." So, I'm gonna drop one piece of foreshadowing for a story that I'll tell whenever it becomes applicable. But this is the time where there was this kid. I forget what his name is, of course, but he was a black kid with like no hair. Like, what's
always mess with black kids? What the fuck is up with you, bro?
I don't know. I used to have a lot of very good black friends.
Also, he grew up in the
ghetto. I did used to live hella in the ghetto. What's Black Caillou's name? What the fuck is his? Little Bill. Little Bill.
The Bill Cosby.
Yeah, the little big Cosby kid. Yeah, he looks like Little Bill with like a little more stubble. But anyway, he looked exactly like Little Bill. And this motherfucker was the hugest cunt in the world. And I cannot wait to tell you what happens like in 4 years' time after leaving this kid. It is the greatest overarching like narrative point in my life.
Now, like fucking.
Oh my god! All right, wait a second. How far are we into this episode? Here's the thing: if I had to tell this story right now, there's nothing else we can do in this podcast episode because it's going to need so much context, backstory, and so many side tangents. There will be nothing more.
Can we record a second one just to fucking have this story?
At 1 in the morning.
Dude, I do not give a shit.
He does.
It's okay, hold up. It's been
Okay.
50 minutes exactly. We've been doing this for exactly 50 minutes. So if you want, I can tell you my church camp stories. And I can finally knock another story off the Google
those.
Doc.
Oh, and you're gonna
Yeah.
tell that one too.
Yep, I'm gonna tell all of them.
Go ahead.
There's gonna be so much content even you haven't heard before.
Yeah,
Because I
I
did that
think
for
we should
10
wait.
years.
I think we should wait for another time for the for that kid,
What
because
about him?
we gotta do the church camp stories. I'll wait until a different time
He's
because
part of church camp.
Oh, so
This happened at church
I
camp.
remember it now.
this combo's
This
back
was
in the
during the
church.
Great War. This was the War of 300.
That's right. I remember
This
that.
was
The
during the
War
Pillow.
300. Wait,
This
what?
was the Pillow Wars. Yeah, the Pillow Wars. I'll explain this later. But essentially, I went to a church camp for 10 years with a best friend of mine. We'll call him Luke because that was his name. But his mother and my mother were best friends back in high school, and so essentially we got forced to be friends as child. Whatever, he's a cool kid though. But we
Mhm.
used to go to church camp every year, every summer, and it was 1 week long, from Sunday to Sunday. And every day you would have to go and you would do church service and yada yada yada. I'll get more into this stuff later. But point being is this was not a camp for people who loved Jesus. This was a camp for people who needed Jesus. And this would be
You.
very, very, yeah, exactly. That's why I got dragged along.
was
Actually,
guessing
I got dragged along because it was free for me. It was $300 for the week per person, but if they brought a guest, it was cheaper for them, and the guest got in free. So that's kind of why I got dragged along. But anyway, throughout this entire adventure and whatever, so much shit happened within this 10 years. In fact, my friend who is part of this story, Luke, is currently working at the camp, like working as a counselor, and I think that's really great. Very, very overarching. But I haven't been since 2020 because COVID reasons. So I haven't been in 2 years. So from ages 6 to 16, I went. And I'm going to describe this place the best that I can because it's essentially a college campus, because it was. During the year, it was a college campus, and then at summer, it was a Christian camp. It's a Christian college, by the way. So you
Wait.
come in. Yeah,
Can you say which college this was if you remember which one it was, or like
no,
where
I
it
have
was?
no idea. Oh shit, I can look it up. Christian.
Wait, was it out of
Uh,
state?
no. It's Florida.
Oh, because I know I had a
Uh,
very similar experience. I think I already said this, except
you've
this one was
mentioned
out
it
of
before.
state. Yeah,
Here, you
this
go
one was like
for it.
in
I'll look
Tennessee.
this up.
I have nothing. I just have a comparable experience, except you were there completely voluntary. Not
Camp.
y'all need Jesus.
Well, it's not like it's like the criminals. It's just kind of like,
I mean, I had a
man,
church
all
camp.
these children are little cunts and delinquents. We should probably send them somewhere. No, it's not Wikiwachi Camp. I don't know where the fuck it is. I could probably look and find it. Hell, I could probably even ask the guy himself. I could ask Luke, but I have no idea. Yeah, anyway, I have no idea right now. But anyway, when you came in, on the right side, there was like a bunch of apartments or whatever for campus living. But there was
Yes,
this big ass building, which was the church hall area. And every single year, they did a new competition between four teams of red, blue, green, yellow, who was hosted by a different camp counselor. But it was always the same one for the same color, but it was a different theme. Like there was pirate theme at one point, there was astronaut theme at one point, there was cowboy theme at one point, medieval, yada yada yada. Each year had a different theme, not really important for the overarching story, but every time we did service or whatever, it would have something narratively to do with that. Then there was a pool, and that was great. And I love the pool because at this point, during the end of when I went there, I was around 6'3", and the pool only went to about 6 foot. So I was just kind of like walking across the bottom of it, and I thought that was great. They also had a jacuzzi, which was lovely. But anyway, you keep going, and then it goes into a big branch, like a Y, and then it connects at the top. So like a big lollipop, essentially. And in the center, there was a single, one fucking singular pipe for a slip and slide. It was this big ass tube slide, but it was only one of them. It was smack dab in a little concrete area, and it was like maybe 20 feet up, and it was the funnest shit. Next to it was the snack shack, and then another like little area to go into. Then there were the cabins. Each individual cabin was named after a country, and then there was a right and a left side. And then there was the girls' side that was off in a corner because leave room for Jesus. And then there was the guys' cabins that were fucking pure chaos. Then there was the chow hall, and then the equestrian trail off to the side that led to a campfire. Don't know if I'll talk about those later, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll bring it up for fun shits.
I mean, you gotta. If we're gonna have the whole church camp expanded universe,
I'll tell every single story I got right now. But starting at the beginning, in no particular, it's not in chronological order because I'm going to be jumping around a lot, trust me. Knowing how I think, I'm not going to be in chronological order. But I'm going to give you context on a game that we used to play called Bocce Ball. Do you guys know what Bocce Ball is?
No.
Some games have a lot of different names, so maybe
It's
I'm
spelled
familiar with it.
BOCC, or no, not Bocce. What the fuck is it called?
With the Gaga Ball, like
Gaga Ball. Thank you, Gaga Ball. You are a lifesaver. Yes, it was Gaga Ball, which for those of you who don't know at home, or anyone in the call who doesn't know, it is essentially they stick you in a pig pen with like a knee-high fence.
yeah.
Stick
No,
a
what it
dodge
is
ball in the middle.
I
Or
played
here, I'll
this
let you
really
explain it.
cool. I played this really cool Gaga Ball court. It doesn't matter what it is, but typically it's a decent size space. Typically an octagon in shape. I played
I'll
one
send a
where it was
picture.
in a pit with like wooden sides. So if you're watching it, you're standing above where everyone else is playing it, so make it feel like you're a
A
gladiator.
Thunderdome.
Yeah, the Gaga Ball Thunderdome, bro.
Oh, yeah, bro. That's
I
kind of
never
what it
played
felt like, not gonna
myself
lie.
because I was one of those kids, but I'd be the ones just screaming on the sidelines. I wouldn't even know who was playing. I just wanted them to beat each other to death with a Gaga Ball.
So to explain Gaga Ball as a sport,
They also do
imagine
just play it with a
beach balls.
dodgeball.
Yeah, it's essentially dodgeball, but you can only hit them in the legs, and you cannot grab the ball. You have to just baseball swing your arm as hard as humanly possible, and it just funk funk bounces around, and you can't get hit in the legs. And I've seen people genuinely like flip over other people before. I watched one guy try to do a handstand the whole time, and that was glorious. But the real reason that Gaga Ball was always so intense is because I don't know if it's a house rule or if it was a genuine rule. But if you were outside the Gaga pit and you caught the ball, like a foul ball, you got put in and kicked out the person who hit the ball. So
That
like
sounds familiar. I
you would
think
have
that's just I think it's a rule
is
some
that
people
just a rule?
instigated, but some other people didn't. I think it's like a semi-house rule.
That's
It's
fair.
not
Well, that
it's not
shit turned into a mosh pit. Like
I would
anytime a ball would
love
be flying,
that.
children were tackling each other to the ground to try and get this fucking Gaga ball, and we were all dog shit at it too. There were a couple of kids, like I'm tall, so I was obviously going to be really fucking bad at it because I have more area to hit. But there were like these short little 5'4" kids that would run around and just dominate shit for tournaments. It was great every time. But I bring this up to mention the thing that was directly next to the Gaga Ball pit, which was called the Snack Shack. And I want to mention something, and I feel like you guys are gonna call it out for being nasty as shit, and that's because it was nasty as shit. It was a milkshake slushy.
That
They would,
sounds
it's
I mean
ice. You shut your whore
no no
mouth.
no no
Also,
no. I'm saying, have you ever had the freezies at Twisty Treat?
yeah,
Is
it's
it like
nothing
really
like
similar
that.
to that?
No,
Oh,
it is like it's like you took an ice cone and you dumped it into a fucking milkshake. They were
huh.
barely ever blended. It was nasty as shit, but
Hmm.
it was great. And also I loved the best part about this was every year on Friday because ended at Sunday. Every Friday they would have a thing called it was like Jesus's chicken or something like that, and you got to basically order a shitload of Chick-fil-A. Like they would bring a Chick-fil-A van in, and you could just buy as many Chick-fil-A sandwiches as you wanted. It was great. And I remember this because specifically one year I saved my money. The reason they do it on Fridays is because they don't bring a lot of chicken sandwiches, and they're like $2 a pop. So I brought like $38 or something like that for chicken sandwiches alone. And I saved it throughout the entire week, like rationing my money just to buy the most fucking chicken I could buy. And I ate it all in one night. And it was
That
great.
sounds great.
Because another thing about this camp was, uh, because you only got the 3 meals and the snack shack was expensive, a lot of parents, including mine, would get you essentially like a little tub or a what's the word I'm looking for? Like Tupperware, but bigger. You know what I'm talking about?
I
The
think
thing,
I know
the
what
big,
you're talking about, yeah.
the thing that people normally store clothes in. Normal people would store clothes in.
Like totes?
No, not totes. It's a big clear box with a lid on it. But anyway, they would fill that shit up with food so that you could basically not waste all of your fucking money on food like the fat little shit I was.
Except
And
you wasted it all on Chick-fil-A.
I would and spend it all on Chick-fil-A. They also had a thing on the Thursday, so the day before Chick-fil-A Day. They tried to really squeeze out your money with Papa John Day. And it was like $5 for one large Papa John pizza. And I remember one day I bought 4 Papa John pizzas and I basically became a fucking I became a mob kingpin because I was selling children slices per dollar.
No fucking way you made
So
profit.
it was like yeah, so it was like 10 slices per thing. So I was like doubling my profit for
Yeah,
pizzas.
you
And I spent that shit all on Chick-fil-A.
you basically became a profiteer. You
Yeah, I was a warmonger. It was great.
Mongerer.
that's all I want from war.
I want chaos. But yeah, that was great. So another thing you could buy, there was a couple of things you could buy throughout the week. There's lots of things. They had like a gift shop, blah 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 blah. But they had the event shop, which is part of the gift shop. The gift shop was just a trailer that had like Bibles and clothes and like
Oh
pillows
my
and
god.
shit.
It was just a trailer. It
It
was
was
the most.
literally a fucking It was straight up a trailer. But on the other side of the trailer was the nurse's office, and next to the nurse's office, like this is one trailer by the way, it's like a 30-foot by 20-foot trailer. It's pretty big, but it's fitting 3 different businesses in it, and I think that's just fucking hilarious. But the third business next to the where the sick plague people went was the event shop, and they had a couple of events. They had paintball, which I never did because
Dude.
I never did paintball because it was always full when I went to buy it. Every time it would always be sold out by
Ah.
day one. But they had paintball, they had inner tubing, they had equestrian trail, and then they had one more. I can't remember what it was right now, but they had one more. It was something like not paintball. What was it? Shit, I think it was just a pool pass or something. I think it was like like an all night pool pass or some shit like that. But I every single year for 10 years with my friend Luke would buy these the tubing passes, the inner tubing passes every year because we knew the guy. We didn't personally know him outside the camp, but we had known him for 10 years at this point. So we had gotten to know this guy over so many years so well that anytime we would do inner tubing, this man would like obliterate us. Like he would not hold back. He would essentially try to murder these fucking children on the inner tube on the back of his boat. It was great. And I tell this story now because of a segue, which is during one of these days. This was not not the last year I went, but the year before the last year I went. Um, we went to buy the tickets a little late, and we essentially got separated onto 2 separate days. So I didn't know anyone on the day I went, and it was only me and 3 other people, which was my counselor and this little girl and her mother. And the little girl was all on her own because the mother didn't want her to be with either of the guys, which is like whatever, fine, but you're like leaving a 9-year-old child on this fucking inner tube alone. So we're going, and like I said, I know the guy at this point, so he's like still trying to obliterate the shit out of us, and he does this thing that I call the ring of fire, which is essentially he goes and he puts it into full throttle and he does giant donuts in like 100-foot long circle to make a shitload of wave. And then he proceeds to drive straight through it like the Ghostbusters logo, and we all get launched off waves and shit. During
That's
this
dope
time,
as shit.
during this time, it was very windy. I'm not going to tell every specific story about it, so I just want to tell this one. So it was very windy this day specifically. And I was with my camp counselor.
This is the best story, so.
It is the best story. So he and I were interlocked. So he had one arm under mine, one arm over, and we kind of like knitted our arms together to hold on as best we could. So like if one of us goes, we're both going.
Mm-hmm.
And the little girl is just like kind of like literally has her arms through each hole and then her legs through 2 different holes, which is really fucking funny. And she's sitting there spread eagle. She's like 9. She's like 4.5 feet tall. And she's like trying to spread eagle in this fucking giant inner tube. So we do Ring of Fire in the middle of this wind. And we go straight through. And for those of you who have any more than 2 brain cells, you can probably see where all the context is coming from now. As this little girl hits this wave, launches into the air, gets hit by a... No, it gets worse. It gets hit by a breeze, so it flips over. So now she is upside down, hanging on by her hands in the air, and it lands on top of our inner tube, which is about 10 feet away. So she flies in an arch and flips about 10 feet. So she is now hanging on because her legs are in the water at this point. You can hear the as she's being drugged through the water. She currently has one arm on our inner tube and one arm on my hand, or her hand on my arm. And she looks at me and with the saddest puppy dog eyes ever says, "Please help me." And I want to mention this because I am fat fuck. My camp counselor is also a larger man, and we were already starting to tip forward naturally. And so with her on her, we were about to flip ourselves. So if I had brought her up or tried to do anything else, we would have all gotten flipped. So I grabbed her hand that was on my arm, and I peeled it off while saying, "I'm sorry about this." And then she grabs onto, so it gets worse. She lets go and grabs both hands onto the
we gotta make that the motto of our podcast. It gets worse.
It gets worse. So she grabs both hands on top of the little bar, the little whatever handle. She has both hands, and I'm saying, "You're not." I literally look at her after saying sorry, and then she grabs. So she's like on the verge of crying. She looks up at me with like pain in her eyes, and she's holding on with all of her hands are white as shit. The top of her hand is red. The innards is pitch white, like ghost white right now. She is gripped with everything she has.
She's fighting for her life.
Look at her.
That's what we call a death grip. That's what we call a damn death grip.
So here's the thing. I look at her and I say, "You're not taking us with you." I look at her. I look her dead in the eyes and I say, "You're not taking us with you." I grab the top of her head and I force her underwater, and she immediately gets sucked under.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It haunts me to this day. Those sad ass eyes of this little child looking at me, begging for help. Because this shit hurts. We're going like 30 knots right now. Like, we're not going slow. We haven't slowed down through this entire process. And she's being dragged through the fucking water. And I say, "You're not taking us with you." And I just jammed her head under the water. And then her arms, like, you could see the last struggle as like her fingertips get curled off and she gets sucked out in an instant.
Oh my
and she just
god!
And we like flip her thing off, so we move her inner tube off of us, so it's floating on its own now. And we turn back, and she's like 50 feet behind us, like huddled into a ball, holding onto her life vest.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! So the entire ride back. Okay, so her mother never joined her because she didn't like want to get wet or something. So she was sitting on the boat this whole time looking out at us. So all her mother saw was her get launched into the air, land on top of us, and then a couple of seconds later, like this all happens within 10 seconds, the other inner tube gets knocked off and her daughter's just fucking gone. So we eventually slow down, we let her on, and we eventually leave the entire ride, because it's like a 30-minute drive to this little water lake that we were at. So this entire 30-minute drive back to camp, her mother is just giving me fucking daggers the whole time. The most icy stare.
Did she tell her mother?
Yeah, of course she's gonna fucking snitch to her mother, the little cunt. Now I feel glad I pushed her ass under. She didn't see anything because the other inner tube was on top of us.
That's
We were like a
fair, but
sandwich. So you couldn't see anything because they film it. They do actually film it for the highlight reel at the end of the week, which I'll get into eventually.
Oh
And the
god.
best part is that clip made it in. But from the angle of where the camera was, and presumably where the mother was, all you see is this little child fling into the air, land on the thing, and then the thing gets moved and she's not there. And that's all. And so I was like, oh, thank God, nothing bad's gonna happen. She fucking immediately snitched. She got her ass back in the boat. She's like, I don't want to do it anymore. So they pulled in the other one and we kept going. She was apparently snitching to her mother the whole time, which was funny as shit. I never got in trouble for it.
Dude,
But funny as shit.
I love how you had the chance to be a hero and yet you decided to stick to being a villain.
There's nothing I could have done. If I genuinely gave an effort and like grabbed her by the life vest and tried to pull her up on the thing, we would have all gotten our asses flipped. Every one of us would have gotten fucking flipped. And I'm like, it's the Star Trek moment. It's the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. It may be a 2v1, but it still counts.
Like you were gonna fucking die.
Yeah. It's even better because this whole time my camp counselor is right next to me. He's literally rubbing shoulders with top of me. So he watches this entire event transpire, and he says the most beautiful line. He says the most beautiful line after when we're like resetting and everything. He just looks over at me. He just goes, "You did what you had to."
Oh my! I fucking knew it was gonna be one of those lines.
Men understood the mission.
That's
Dude, I
beautiful.
love it. Just like the
so good.
That's poetic.
It is so good.
God.
He understood, and like, you know what, God, you knew too. You knew what had to happen. So
Dude,
I never
fucking love that.
I never did paintballing as a purchasable thing, which is like $20. You go in and you do a couple of rounds.
Dude, that's
never did it.
Dude,
but you were allowed to go there as a training ground, and you were allowed to shoot targets or whatever with one, like every week. Every year you're allowed one day, and the entire cabin would go there, and they would shoot off a couple of target ranges. I figured something out once, and this was sadly like my last year. I think this was the last year, because they changed the course every so often. They changed one of it where they put, I don't know what it was. It was like this sheet metal, but it was curved partly, and so I wasn't allowed to shoot the other children. But if something happened to Ricochet, it was fair game.
You used Ricochet just to hit people.
It was fair game.
Move.
These were the reason. Okay, so another reason that they did this, I don't know if they expire or what the word is for it, but these were paintballs that were like essentially hard as rock, so they wouldn't really. But they were like they had two different sets. They had the ones that were for shooting people, and they were like soft. They were like mushy grape soft. The other one was like a fucking candy, like what were they called? A gumball, like a gumball. They were gumball hard.
Oh my god!
And that's why every single cabin was allowed to shoot them off, because they were like, these are gone bad. These are whatever. You waste them.
So they basically because paintballs they're normally hard, but they don't get rock hard unless they expire actually. So yeah, they basically gave you expired paintballs.
Right. So essentially, what I did was, and this was like the last year or something, we go in groups of like 3 or 4 or something like that, so that everyone can kind of speed things along. And I found that piece of recurved metal, and I was like, I shot a couple of rounds, so we had like 100 rounds each. So I shot like 20 rounds or something just around at other targets. And then I noticed the piece of metal, and I noticed the way the light was like kind of bending on it. I was like, it's kind of like making a U shape, isn't it? It's kind of like pointing back here, isn't it? And so I shoot it a couple of times, and I essentially mapped out, because a couple of them do pop. Not all of them, but a couple of them pop. So I basically used a couple of the poppers to map out the layout of this bowl to try and like figure out the angle a little bit. And so I kind of like angled myself. I had to like walk to the side a bit so that it wouldn't ricochet straight back at me. And I shot like 4 shots off and hit a couple of my friends that we were doing it with the ricochet shots of this little. And I never felt more like I was a fucking like a main character action movie type shit. Like, oh shit, the KGB is behind me. Let me fucking ricochet this paintball to get away. Oh, this shit was so good. So on the I'm trying to do these in like themes essentially. If you can't tell by how I'm doing the storytelling right now, I'm trying to get this into some sort of a theme. So I'm going to talk about the equestrian trail, which is something I never did. I watched people do it, but on the equestrian trail at the very like halfway
like actual
point,
horses.
It was actual horses. So they had an equestrian trail, and it would go out to where the bonfire was. And I say this because now I want to talk about the bonfire. It was the only segue I could think of. So the bonfire. So the bonfire was at the very end of the day, at Sunday, like right before everyone got, or no, it was Saturday night, because Sunday morning is when everyone got picked up. So it was Saturday night. Everyone would have to go, instead of going to church service, because there was a morning service and a night service every day. Instead of going to night service, you would go to the bonfire, which was like half a mile from the like end of the girls' cabins, which behind the girls' cabins, which was an obstacle course I'll talk about later. But you would go to the thing, and you would have everyone sit down, and they would have everyone come up. They would have like the pastor come up and all the counselors and all that shit, and they would talk, and they would do like, this is what brought me to God, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna get religious because I don't give a shit. But basically, they would go off on all these tangents, and then they would have stick burnings, which is like, I believed in God now, or what, like religious shit. What they would do every year is they would get 2 or 3 people who came to the college, like who were active, what's the word, students at the college, and they would basically call them in to do a story of what made them want to go here and like what brought them to God. And I tell this because most of them are basic bitch, like, oh, you know, my mother beat me, and so I had to look to the one who would never beat me, or my dad would beat me, and I wanted to look to the one father who would never hurt me, and blah 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 blah. You know, a lot of mopey shit like that. One guy though will stick with me for the rest of my life because he didn't tell his story. He told his friend's story and the reason that he came. And that was because his friend was apparently this super druggy, like super, super, super high constantly on anything he could get his hands on. But apparently he had snuck in not like a full duffel bag, but like a duffel bag's worth of shit. Of like weed, like pills, ass, like literally anything you could think of, according to this guy, he had it on him. And no one knew about it until after, because at his campfire or his bonfire, because at bonfire, like, I'll tell you later, I fully believe this because of some of the shit people do there. But apparently, after everyone's done with their stories, like the counselors and the students, they'll pull people who have gone to the camp, like, hey, does anyone want to come up and tell their story? Well, that guy did it. The druggie did it. He was like, I want to tell my story. I'm sick of this. I want to be religious or whatever. He apparently said, I'll be right back. Like, he started his speech, and then he said, I'll be right back. He ran the half mile back to the cabins to get his duffel bag of drugs, ran another half a mile back with a duffel bag of drugs, and then threw it on the fire. And I'm like, oh, that's... Everyone else around me is like, oh, that's such a sweet story. He's like, you know, he's quitting. He's turning a new leaf. And all I can think about the whole time is like, everyone there was probably high as shit after.
Yeah, no.
Well, it depends on what he had.
This man just tossed weed. He just tossed like crack. He tossed literally anything you could probably think of into this fire. Everyone is fucked right now. All I can imagine, because he threw the duffel bag. He's not like he dumped it all. He threw a duffel bag full of drugs into the fire. And that's all I can ever think about anytime I think of that, like the Jesus come to story. Is this man who got in? This man tried to get an entire. I like to think even better is he knew exactly what he did. I like to think he made the perfect concoction to throw into that fire to get everyone shit faced enough to
It was
see
a
God.
big duffel bag of weed and crack.
It was a suitcase worth now, but I love that. It was the best story. So another thing. Remember when I was talking about this? The second what's it? It was like basically a warehouse for prayer next to the snack shack, next to the one inner tube, or not inner tube,
Mhm.
shit water slide. They had a thing where every night they would do like different activities and games or whatever, but every so often they would just do kickball in there, which was this big ass warehouse, so it's like a 50-foot roof, but they would try and play kickball in a fucking warehouse.
That actually kind of seems dope, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
It was so much fun, don't get me wrong, but it's so funny because if you were strong as shit and could kick really hard like me, I'm not bragging. I feel like that sounded like a brag. I'm fat as shit, so my legs are naturally really strong, so I'm really
Hmm.
good at kickball. But you would get punished because if you kicked it too hard, it would like bounce off the wall and then like end up at first base and you'd be fucked every time. So the good kids were the ones who were able to like roll it, like kick it on the ground so fast that it would roll underneath like the chairs and shit that they had to move out of the way. And it was like always it was the meta. Like these kids were like planning because they don't keep it open the whole time, but they keep the stuff in there. So there were kids who were practicing pre-kickball games to like be able to kick it accurately into different chair spots so that they could like what's the word I'm looking for? Not be fuck. What's the word I'm looking for?
What is the
To,
word
to,
you're looking for?
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
What is the word? What is the word?
What? What? What?
Gain an upper hand, advantage. What's the fuck?
Advantage? I
I
don't know.
think you just
No,
said it,
god
yeah.
damn it. No, it's not that. It's whatever.
It's
God damn it.
basically
Oh,
like
whatever.
cheating, right?
Huh?
Is it like cheating?
Well, they weren't technically cheating, but they were essentially
It's
uh
unfair. It's
they
basically.
were pre-planning. No, it's the strategy planning. They were pre-planning shit essentially. They were like, all right, so if you're on third and you're on second, I'm gonna kick it to this pile of chairs and shit, and it became the meta. It was the greatest thing. But on off days, so they would either do kickball and gaga ball, they would do kickball in the main area, and then there was a little area in the corner that they would do gaga ball in, and it got intense as shit. Or they would do foam Nerf bows with these big
Dude,
ass
Oh,
marshmallow, like the big airsoft blow upables or
I'm familiar
inflatable
with
shits.
those.
Yeah, and
I
they
only
would
got
give you these little
I only got
whistling
the faux
marshmallows.
Nerf bows. So they
Well, it
just
wasn't even
you
a faux. Here's the best part. It wasn't a foam Nerf bow. It wasn't even a Nerf bow. It was an actual bow, and they cut the tip off the arrows and put these little like marshmallow hay things on them,
Oh, that's
so you
great.
didn't kill a
what
kid.
the
So
fuck?
you're still hitting a kid with like 50 pounds worth of pressure in a little marshmallow straight to the fucking sternum.
Yeah, you
What I
can't
had
fucking. What did they expect? Oh, since we fucking since
Well,
we
most of the kids weren't strong enough to pull the whole bow back, but like I
yeah.
did it a couple of times, and nothing's funnier than doinking somebody in the head from across the fucking warehouse
yeah,
with a fucking regular ass bow.
what we had was those little Nerf bows. But the thing is, there's only like three of them at like one place at a time, so you didn't battle. So what I did
Hmm.
is, if I ever got my hands on one, I, because the place I did it, they're they have like it's this big warehouse, and you have like people playing basketball, whatever, and you have all this kind of stuff. But you
Right.
just take that, and I just see someone I recognize, and I just dome them, like while they're in the middle of a game, and throw them completely off.
Nice. So outside of this warehouse that we were currently talking about is a basketball corp with a big like overhang metal sheet roof, right?
Yeah.
They would do a thing. I'm gonna send you guys specifically the picture because I can't show the podcast the picture, but they would do games. Like they would have the four teams pick 10 people or something like that, and they would go at it for different games, and they were always strength based or something along those lines. One year, I got to be part of the team, and this was like I was 14 or 15 at the time because I didn't have a full beard, but I had these sick ass mutton chops. And we did tug of war, but it was with a tire. They had the inner part of a tire, so the big tube. They had that, and they gave it to two people. So I was in the front, so I had to hold the tire, and then there was another kid who had to hold the tire, and then there was 9 people holding on to us in a chain link, and we had to hold on to the tire. They had to tug of war us, and it is the greatest photo of my life, because I am like hunched up here. Wait a second. You know what? Wait a second. Hold up. Atlas Stone Strongman. You guys ever seen what an Atlas Stone is?
Yes.
Oh yeah, one of those big rocks like the bodybuilders use to show off.
Right. So I'm gonna show you a photo real quick. This is what I looked like. So this is my way to explain it to the people at home. This photo right here of the man holding an Atlas Stone with a cherry red face is exactly what I looked like. My fat little fluffy hair as I'm holding onto this tire, and we won every single time because I had the deadliest grip in that game, like a bear hug. Like, have I ever
Big
given you guys
grip?
a hug? Have I
Big
ever
grip?
given you guys a
No,
hug before?
No, you
No.
haven't.
no, I don't plan
I
on it.
give That's fair. I give some fucking power hugs. Like I can bear hug a bitch to death if I felt like it. And so this photo is of me holding the tire as hard as possible. And the best part is it's taken seconds before disaster, because like 3 or 4 seconds after this photo is taken, the kid on the other side who's holding onto the tire slips down so fucking fast that when I pull the tire, because I'm still like trying to pull it in against him for tug of war, I'm pulling in, he has the entire line of 10 people slip, and he gets essentially forcefully teabagged by me because he's yanked directly into my balls.
No
And it's the fucking funniest.
Unintentional teabagging.
Dude, like his legs, like he was trying to do like a squat position, so he was trying to walk backwards, and he lost grip, and so he just like fell on his ass and slipped straight forward into my nuts. So fucking good.
No, that's reverse teabagging.
Is it?
He's putting his face into your nuts.
That's fair. I didn't let go of that thing even though I got hit in the nuts, which, well, I guess now it's a hell of a segue. I used to, and this gives in to what we were talking about earlier, and I need to 100% preface the sentence with, it is not in any way, shape, or form sexual. It is not a sexual thing. But I used to think it was funny to call myself the Iron Nuts, because people would punch and kick me in the nuts just for shits and giggles at any given point. So we used to have a thing. I don't know if I could do it anymore. I probably couldn't. My nuts are much, much bigger than they were then. But back when my balls like first dropped, we used to hold competitions, because it's classic boys will be boys. In the cabins we had bunk beds or whatever, and I would sit on the bottom bunk of a bed against like the wall, like my back to the wall, and then I'd have each leg on a post, so that I was like giving birth, like a woman giving birth style, right? And they would wager food bets against me to throw a water bottle, like a half full water, at my balls as fast as they could. And if I, at any point, I think it was if I flinched or if I had puked, I'd lost, and I'd give them the shit. And I'd sit there every time and I'd take them like a champ, and I would steal so much fucking food during this time. And I literally used to sit there and I'd be like, dude, you think you're strong? You couldn't hurt me for shit. And I would go get in a position immediately. I'm like, come on, bitch. And I'd toss him a water bottle, and he would grab it by like the cap, fucking batarang that shit into my nutsack. And I would just look at him and go, pathetic, and like steal fucking kids' food. It was great. So
Looks in the eyes and kick him back.
no, I never went back for it, because then they would be like, oh, now you're just fighting. It's like, no, I'm just being a dipshit. So they had the mess hall, which is obviously, it's where food is for any.
It's where they mess.
Stupid. It's where they make a mess.
Around, yeah.
But there were so many kids at this camp, they had to do it in like rotations, which was fine. It was fun. Right. But during these rotations, each kid had, or each section of children had like 50 to 45 minutes worth of time to eat. And the counselors would bring out bowls of food. You wouldn't get like, it's not like a lunch line. It's you sit at the table and they'll bring a punch bowl's worth of like scrambled eggs and like sausage links. And you would just fill up your plate until there was like no more food or you couldn't eat anymore. It was great. God damn it, do I miss it. It was like a glutton's paradise. So one day, every breakfast has a different thing. So it's not the same thing every single time. But breakfast at one point, it's like a semi-regular thing. So it's like twice or three times that every week they would do these. It was French toast sticks. Do y'all know those guys?
Yeah.
Little French toast sticks? Right. Well, I made a challenge. Or I made a challenge. I made a bet with a guy that I could eat more French toast sticks than him, and he's this little skinny shit. Little skinny guy, like barely the size of my thigh. So we basically get at it, and like every other kid's like invested. We're all like have a fucking fan club around us watching this fat kid and this little kid eat a shitload of French toast sticks, and we were throwing them on our plates, and we made sure we had the same amount, and like anytime we got more, the other person got the exact same amount. I got to like 80 something, and this kid, he lost. Let me get the record show. This kid lost, but he did not look like he was gonna lose. I was terrified. I got like 70 in. Yeah, I got like 70 in. And I'm still eating them perfectly fine. But the kid is doing the same thing as me, but he's not giving in to the fact that he's about to fucking have a heart attack. Because he winds up tapping at like 70 something. But through this whole time, he's playing these psychological fucking mind games with me. Of just eating French, like he's looking at me. He's eating them all in one bite, just like I am. He's mimicking me. He's like mocking me. Like, you little bastard. It was so funny. But the best part about the whole story is he had to go home early because he fucked up his stomach so bad. Let that be a lesson to anyone who challenges me on stupid shit. But another thing we did, which was the way that they had the scheduling for lunch and dinner and all that shit, was it was based off color, boys and girls.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say something.
Right. So the girls and the boys of one color. So it's segregation. We'd have the lesser people, the blacks and whatnot, in their own section, and we'd have the whites in the but we'd have each team would have boys and girls, and then we'd go in at the same time. So we used to have a bunch of boys versus girls challenges. And they had like a little stage. They had a little DJ pit, which was like this stand where the two guys sit and put the music on it all the time and whatnot. But there was next to it a little stage that was maybe 5 foot by 5 foot, but it was like 4 feet off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And every year they would do different challenges or whatnot. But every year they would do one challenge the same, which was the nasty drink competition.
Nasty.
And I only got to play it once because I basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Was so fucking good at it, no one else wanted to go up against me.
Oh my god.
So what you would have to do is the camp counselor for each cabin of the competitors, so the one woman and the one guy camp counselor, would have essentially go to an area and make a drink, the nastiest drink they could possibly make. And it was in the old diner cups. You know what I'm talking about? The little Pepsi cups, the big plastic ones. Yeah. So they would completely fill to the brim, like basically on the verge of falling out, these little Pepsi cups. Or the diner cups with the nastiest shit they could, and then you would have to chug it as fast as you can. And it wasn't even a competition of who could hold it in, which, by the way, if you won the time but puked after, you'd still lose. So it was a speed and hold it. I only got to play once because they looked at me because I'm a cocky bitch. I get it. I know I'm not the best, but I will get very cocky and very competitive. So they essentially tried to screw me over specifically with this drink. And the best part is the woman I went up against was Luke's sister, which is a woman I've known for years at this point. And she went up against me, which is just, it's great.
Have I told you the definition of insanity? No,
no. But the best part about, how do I say this? I don't want to say it again because it's going to be like repetition. She was another black girl. She was adopted from the family, but she's a great kid. She has the weakest fucking stomach I've ever known. I don't know why she volunteered. I think she did it to spite me. Like she wanted to challenge me specifically because I ran, and as soon as they asked, I jumped up and ran over there. So I think she did it to spite me, despite having this weak ass stomach. So they were like, she's probably not going to drink anything. We're just going to screw me over. So would you like to know what was in this concoctional drink?
What was in it?
So, in no particular order, chunky salsa, Tabasco hot sauce, mayonnaise, 3 coffee creamers, Powerade, powdered chocolate milk mix, vinegar packets, ketchup packets, mustard, maple syrup. What's it? Maple syrup. What's the pancake stuff?
Molasses? No, maple syrup.
Yeah, it is maple syrup. Okay, and maple syrup. Not a lot of maple syrup, just enough to make it thick. Oh, I almost forgot. They also put milk in, along with the coffee creamer and everything else.
What concoction is concoction is complete without milk?
What concoction? The best part was because of the blue Powerade mix, it was this gross, like light sky blue with chunks of red salsa floating about it. It was thick. That bitch was thick as fuck too, because they didn't go sparingly on anything. So we get to the challenge, and they have a timer just so that the each counselor has the timer for each kid so that they could, photo finish it. We started. Would you guys like to guess how long it took me to chug the entire cup of
Not even
shit?
A second, I'm guessing.
I
5.5 seconds flat.
Sab, you were very much closer. It was 4 seconds flat.
4 seconds.
It took me 4 seconds to completely chug. And let the record show, about half a second to a second was just trying to get the mayonnaise to fall off the cup. Let the record show.
Oh my god.
I chugged that shit, and I held it too. I held that shit. And I essentially got myself banned from any of those competitions because they're like, he's not gonna give up. And that's just the kind of ego boost you need in the day, don't you think? Nothing's better than not only obliterating a woman and putting her in her place, but proving to the camp.
Oh my god.
But proving to an entire camp that you are in fact hot shit.
Okay, so kind of on the topic of funny little concoctions, this one's way more tame. Ahead. But
guacamole gamer fart.
So a suicide is when you have like all the drinks at the same time.
Yeah.
No, what are you talking about? What?
When you have like a concoction, like if you have like a bunch of just like soda dispensers, whatever, and you have all of them in the same cup, it's called a suicide.
I always called it the rainbow, but sure.
So there's this it's typically called the suicide. I imagine a lot of other people have different names for it, but there's this other version of it that I've made where it's still a suicide, but it is that plus whatever kind of spices you can get your hands on, whether that be salt, pepper, etc. So I think I'm gonna call it the suicide bomber.
That's fucking great. Oh, I almost forgot to mention they did put a shitload of pepper in it. Like ground pepper.
Right.
Oh god.
Yeah. So that was nice.
They really were trying to poison you, honestly. I think.
Well, nothing in there was something really detrimental to your health.
I mean, not directly.
Not directly, yeah.
I mean, you're already lactose intolerant, but
Yeah, I did. I had to stay up till like 2 in the morning.
yeah,
After drinking that?
Yeah, because I was shitting myself all night.
Okay, let's put it this way. It wasn't intently detrimental to your health.
No, no. It wasn't like they put cyanide pills. So that would have been funny as shit.
He didn't hold it.
Oh, he didn't die. He's dead. That means he lost.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously, he
exactly.
forfeited it.
He forfeit. That's an automatic forfeit, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, obviously.
So
Guys, you forfeited. You gotta realize that.
yeah,
Just you convulsing on the ground, shaking.
The one rule.
He
You gotta hold
forfeited,
it.
bro.
Yeah, he
gotta hold
obviously
it.
lost.
Man.
He lost,
He
bro.
spewed
He
his
lost.
guts. He spewed his guts. That counts. I don't care that it's mostly blood. It still counts. So
What are you talking about? His eyes are growing red and going out of his eye.
What do you mean he's
what do you
foaming
mean
at the
his eyes?
mouth?
What do you mean?
What do you mean his heart literally popped out? His fire. What do you mean he
What does it mean
spat
his
up a lung? It's
eyes
fine.
melted out of his skull? Bro's alright.
Fine.
He's fine. He'll walk it off.
You know what surprised me about finding out what happens when your eye pops out?
What?
So what do you imagine happens when you hear somebody has like their eye pop out, but it's still connected by the cord?
You'd still be able to see with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought it was gonna be like a free cam, you know? You could chameleon your eye around.
But
Apparently,
no.
your vision just immediately goes black. Like you are
No,
immediately
yeah,
blinded
because
in that
it's
eye.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a better alternative. I mean, it still
Which is
hurt like hell, but
weird.
no, it's not because the body basically just automatically thinks that that body part's gone, so it's not gonna try and conserve
But
it.
it's still connected.
It may be connected, but it's not salvageable at that point.
Oh, I mean, it's salvageable, but it's
It's
weird.
gonna take a lot of medication, though.
Steve-O did it. That's why I'm specifically saying it, is
Yeah.
because Steve-O literally sneezed. Well, it was during a bull stunt or something. He knocked himself really silly, and then he sneezed so hard he popped out his eye.
oh yeah,
But
speaking of
apparently,
eyes, you know the whole
yeah.
thing that your nervous system or your whatever, no, not the nervous system, but your
Are you trying
immune
to have a
system.
Yeah.
No, your immune system doesn't know your eyes exist.
What does that mean? What the fuck
Because
does that? What is that
no, no,
supposed to mean?
because no,
Oh.
by that means if your immune system, like if you have like some sort of specific infection, whatever, it doesn't recognize the eye as part of your body, so it also kills it along with anything it describes as foreign. So
What do you?
It
Do you
basically
mean if
attacked
I
your eye.
got enough cold, my eye will just fucking melt?
I think it's
No.
very rare circumstance that it happens, but it has happened.
No, yeah, that's why you don't see cornea transplants very commonplace because of that fact. Because then it alerts the body to, hey, there's something going on this body part. What's going on this part of the body? What's going on there? It's basically
Interesting. So, another story that's I'm gonna do as a non sequitur so I can get into the final part of this. But at one point, some kid stole my scooter. Like I brought my Razor scooter to the camp one year. It was like 4 years in or something. And I just got my scooter stolen. I'm like, how the fuck do you leave? How do you leave this camp like with your parents and have them not question the scooter?
They probably did.
The fuck they did. They didn't
Son of
return.
a-
They didn't turn it in at least.
Those sons of bitches jacked my scooter. Can't have anything in
Yeah.
Bible camp.
Can't have shit in Bible camp. But there is one more story I'd like to tell actually before I get onto the war. There was this guy.
The war.
I don't remember what his name is, but he was a great guy. He was like comedically Chad looking, like the dirty blonde Chad, like strong jaw, beefy as shit guy, right? You know what I'm talking about? You know
Yep.
that stereotypical like
Yeah, I know
80s
what you mean,
bully
yeah.
jock, right? Well, he looked like that. He was a great guy though. Don't get me wrong. But I had also known him for many years, and his story was essentially, without getting into the religious part of it, he used to just climb cell towers because he could, like those big ass like Eiffel Tower looking motherfuckers out in the wilderness.
That sounds like fun.
And he would apparently he almost died once because he started to do a one-armed pull up on him, and his hand slipped, but he was able to catch himself on a lower bar.
He's literally just a Chad, bro.
Yeah, he was just vibing. But he told us a story once about I think it was his girlfriend or like his ex-girlfriend or something. But apparently, again, I don't know the validity of these stories. It's a religious camp, so what they stretch and what they whatever. But he tells the story of the girl. I'm just gonna talk about her as the girl who essentially had like a super creepy boyfriend, and she tried to like break up with him. So she got kidnapped by her boyfriend, and then she like insulted him or something. So she was like, I'm sick of your shit. So he basically duct taped her hands and legs and threw her into a ditch. And then it started to rain, and she was basically gonna drown. And then he goes on his whole religious spiel about, she sat there and prayed of, oh God, why have you done this? And then the bindings of her duct tape handcuffs or whatever came loose, and she was able to crawl away to safety and put the guy in prison. But the entire time I sat there, because I've heard the story before. He tells it every other year or so. But he told the story one year. It was the last year I was there. And I just looked at him and I screamed, "Not with flex tape, she ain't."
No, you did not.
I looked him dead in the eyes and screamed, "Not with flex tape, she ain't." As he's sitting there telling this emotional story about this girl who got kidnapped and thrown into a fucking ditch.
That's beautiful.
It's so funny. All right, now that I've gotten that out of the way, I think that's every story worth telling. I mean, there's a couple of other little things, like they used to have inflatable blow-ups, and they had a racer one. You know the race ones where it's like two holes and they're identical. Those were always great, but I was fat, so I would always fuck up at the rock wall section. Anyway, there's nothing really too interesting about that, except for one time, I reminded myself of it, where I don't know why. But okay, so here's how the course went. It was basically a big donut hole that you had to crawl through, followed by the little like punchy
I call that the
bags.
You know those like the sections at the end where you have to crawl through one of those and then it's the end?
Yeah.
So the story related to that real quick. So a while back I did this like kind of junior counseling type thing, so I was kind of in a semi position of authority. I was put in more charge than I probably should have been, but I was just with a group of people, so plausible deniability as to whether I actually would have been doing anything stupid or not. That's besides the point. So so I was manning one of those, and anytime somebody would go out there, and I just yell birth, because it looked like they'd just be born.
Nice. So
I don't know. That's great.
The thing went the butthole to get into, a bunch of punching bags, a rock wall up into a slide, followed by what you described as the birthing hole. I was racing a friend of mine, and so from the edge of the concrete, because then it goes to grass or whatever, from the edge of the concrete to where the thing was about 10 feet, 8 feet, right? So I wanted to race my friend from grass to the end to see who could get there fastest. So I lined myself up with the concrete like an Olympic fucking sprinter. I got ready, and the counselors were all in, and they blew the whistle. I ran forward, jumped straight through the butthole so fucking hard that I had tackled one of the little punching bag blow up things and ripped it out of the fucking ripped it out of the inflatable and completely destroyed it. So they wind up fixing it, like they got to patch it up or whatever, but I completely tackled one of them off.
That's beautiful.
You had enough force propelling you to fucking go ballistic.
Yeah. I don't know what you want to tell. I don't know what you want me to tell you, but that was the greatest moment.
It's so weird because you're built against a football player, and this story only exemplifies that.
Yeah,
but you ended up being a theater kid.
Yeah, All right, so I can tell you exactly where everything changed in my life. But that's a story for another day. But I can tell you the exact day that I went from the sociopath that I am now to, or from the sociopath that I was to the slightly calmer hippie that I am now.
Did you smoke
But
weed
there's
for the
no
first time?
no. I actually have the exact. So I remembered it wrong. I remembered how it was built wrong, but I found the exact obstacle course it was. It was buttholes, bags, it was pillars. It was these weird sideways pillars, rock climb slide.
Oh.
So here's the exact photo of the thing that I jumped through.
Oh, those. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that. So I literally ran so far forward and jumped through the hole so well that I football tackled one of those little pillars in the center, and it broke. And I think that's great.
Hmm.
So we've finally gotten into the crux of all of this after however long we've been doing this. See, it's
the
uh,
war.
9:30. Okay, so it's been 2 hours now. So now we're getting into the story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have this pillow anymore. This pillow is long gone, probably in a box somewhere up in the attic. But I used to have a feather pillow, like one of those like, have you guys ever had a feather pillow before?
I don't think I have.
I currently have one.
So you know how like squishy they are, right? Like
Yeah.
how malleable?
Mm.
Well, this was starting from year 1, by the way. This started year 1.
Mm.
We did pillow fights and whatnot for entertainment purposes. But 3 years in is when I got the pillow. The pillow. Throughout
The
this time
pillow.
I had made the pillow. Throughout those 3 years before I got the pillow, I was making a name for myself as a pillow fighter connoisseur because, like I've said before, I enjoy getting whacked because it's funny to me. So while other kids were getting beaten to submission, because like I don't know if you guys have ever been into an actually intense pillow fight, but that shit'll
Yes, I
hurt
have.
sometimes. Yeah, that shit'll hurt.
No, it does. Yeah.
So I
You're
was like beating kids into submission the whole time. I'm sorry, continue. What's up?
It's basically like you're trying to murder each other without any of the
Yeah.
fucking rules of.
Yeah, there was no conventional warfare. At one point, I saw a kid jump off the top bunk of a bunk bed to hit a kid who was laying on the floor. Like, shit was Mad Max. No,
I mean, that's what I love about like pillow fights like that. There's no rules of engagement.
so throughout this entire time, I had gotten a bit of a name for myself. I had literally been dubbed the Pillow King. And I'd started to make like a pillow court. I was like, you were my pillow advisor, you were my pillow general and whatnot. And I would go through all this fun shit. So now I have to tell one more story.
Mm-hmm.
It's still technically part of all of this, but throughout this year. So remember that kid. So I'm gonna dox this kid because what do I give a shit? But I had a friend. He was a great friend. He's an Indian kid.
He's an Indian. I love how you.
He's Indian, and I'm gonna call him. We're gonna call him Joseph because that was his name. But he doesn't have a right leg.
Oh, is it the one?
Yep, it's that picture. So he also came to the camp with us every year. Here, I'll post it in photo ideas again. But that is the kid. He went to the camp with me every year as well. He has no right leg. 1 year. I do not remember which year, but 1 year. He has 2 legs. He has an aquatic leg that's waterproof and a classic leg like the one like the one he's wearing right now in that photo.
Yeah.
And one day he went to take a shower. And he left his dress leg out. But he took the aquatic leg with him. So the second he left, I stole his leg.
Oh yeah, this one. I remember this.
I'm having karma hiccups. 1 second, I'm gonna hold my breath.
Do, 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 do.
Do,
Do,
do, do,
do,
do.
do, 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 do.
I love the way you guys decide to fill dead air. Anyway, so he's taking a shower. It's like 9 or at night right now, right? I take his dress leg. He comes out. I immediately get into a fencing pose and say "on guard." He just looks at me, and I love him because he's a fucking hell of a team player. Because he's dried off at this point. He's that weird kind of kid who will like completely dry off in the shower before he steps out.
That's not
But
unusual.
he literally got completely dressed and dried in the thing. Weird as shit.
No,
Anyway,
that's weird. No, that's weird. No, that's actually
yeah,
weird. I can
exactly.
actually say that's weird.
So anyway, he got out and he was completely dressed. He just had his aquatic leg on, and he's like, so I come out on guard. He sits on the bed real quick, unscrews his aquatic leg, and then proceeds to hold on to the bunk bed as I fence a kid with his own prosthetic leg. And you're probably thinking, oh, it was probably good fun, jovial, like knocking it back and forth, giggly. No, 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 no. No, no. I treated this like everything else. I treated this like a competition to the death. And I was whacking him as hard as possible with his own prosthetic leg to the point. And the worst part is he doesn't have another leg. He's just holding on to a fucking bedpost to keep balance right now. So he's fighting with one hand and no movement, no movement. I'm sitting there beating the shit out of him with this fucking leg. Oh my god, it's such a good story. We're still good friends to this day. He still thinks it's a funny ass story, but I literally beat the shit out of a kid with his own prosthetic leg, and it's so funny. Anyway, back to pillow fight. So, year 3, I get the pillow.
The
and
pillow.
the best part about the pillow, which is this
The
nice
pillow.
feather, it's a nice feather pillow, which is very malleable, not full. It's fairly flat. You kind of have to fold it for any use. But I had a really, really those what are they called? Like a body pillow type pillowcase. So I had like a body pillow length body case. It wasn't it wasn't a body pillow pillowcase. It was like a regular pillowcase, but just around that length. So what I did, and this is what cemented me as the pillow king, I had jammed that pillow, the feather pillow, into the end of it, and then I had wrapped my hand around the base of the pillowcase so that it was wrapped around my hand like a gauze, and then it would be like an extra foot and then the pillow. And I'd had that shit scrunched as hard as I could, so I essentially had a fucking battle mace. And this thing weighed like 10 pounds, 15 pounds in this fucking pillowcase. And I'm like 9 or 10. So I'm like almost 6 foot at this point. I'm a giant ass kid. But every single year, my pillow court would have to challenge me. And every single year, I would beat the shit out of all of them, and I'd keep my crown as Pillow King. So, this little kid, who was new at the time, I don't think I've ever met him before at this point, and I don't think I ever met him after. Because we get random, you can request to be with specific people in cabins. That's how I ended up with Luke and Joseph and all of them, and his cousin or whatever, in the same thing every year. But then there would be like another 5 or 6 kids that were just completely random. So this was a little random kid. And he was like no bigger than titty height on me. Like this kid is short as shit, scrawny as shit. But he challenges me to the pillow war. And I am not a man to show mercy. In fact, I'm a man to make examples of people who challenge me. As such, so he gets into like a guard. He has one of those big memory foam pillows or whatever, and he's got that in his pillowcase, and he's ready. He's holding it with both hands like a fucking retard. He's getting ready. I keep my pillow at my side, wrapped around my hand still like a mace. It's shoved down as far as it'll go, but it's just in right hand, right by my side. The first swing is by him. He swings as hard as he can, hits me smack dab in the cheek. It makes this big fucking slap noise. And as soon as he's followed through, because he does it in a swipe, so one big overarching motion, His pillow is now towards the ground as he's finished his swipe. His entire body is now exposed.
Oh
I
no.
now take my pillow and I, with all of my force, like I twist my body because I was standing at him at an angle so that I could twist my body into this. I twisted my entire body and moved my arm as fast as possible to hit him with this pillow square in the chest. I hit him so hard. This is a true story, and I will get fact checks if I need to. But I hit him so hard in the chest, he flew back 3 feet, hit
Oh
the
my
wall, got knocked unconscious.
You
It is
knocked
like
him.
it straight up looked like one of those scenes in a superhero movie where the kid gets super strength, but he doesn't realize it just yet. He like does something ridiculous. Like I hit him so hard in the fucking chest, and it's not even like. So when he hit me with the flat side of his memory foam. It had like the little U shape for your neck or whatever. He hit me. It goes bonk. I hit him. The way that the pillow hit, it hit with the outer edges first, and then it kind of like suction cupped into his chest when it concaved in, and he fucking flew backwards and got knocked unconscious. Not for a long time, it was like 30 seconds, but he got knocked the fuck out. That noise. The only way I can describe it is imagine if you took a plate of Jello on top of the Empire State Building and you turned it over and you stood at the bottom. It's the noise that the Jello makes when it hits the floor. That was the noise, followed by tunk as he hits the fucking wall.
Oh my god.
And that cemented me as Pillow King. No one in my pillow court would challenge me. Though the kids at the other side, this was like 2 years later, started to hear about how good of a Pillow King I was and how fucking badass I was in fighting. To the point they started challenging me. Kids from the other, so the cabins were split up in like a U shape. So there was both boys' sides, but there was like 10 campers and two counselors on each side, and then there was like a bathroom in the back room that connected us. They started to challenge me, and I'd started beating the shit out of them. And then this went on for about a year or two. So 2 years or so after the famous event, I think it was 3 actually. I think I was 6 years in at this point. Word had spread so far because everyone basically knew me at this point. Like I'm a very sociable guy. I get around. A lot of people know me. So everyone now knows me as the Pillow King and knows all of my stories. So they start organizing something. We start organizing something between every single male cabin, which is like 20 cabins worth of children. And we essentially organize the Great Pillow War, which was on the last Saturday in the middle of the day before anything really happens. We're going to go out into the middle of the middle of everything. So like by the water slide and on the streets and all that shit. And we're going to fight until only one cabin remains. And we did. And we did. So what happened was our cabin had like an uneasy at the beginning. We were like, you guys stay away from us, you stay away from me, we're fine. And so we'd split off. Everyone in my cabin and everyone from me just split off, and we started baiting the shit out of other cabins. And we're sitting there bashing kids left and right. I still have the pillow, the classic fuck everything up pillow. And I'm whacking kids left and right, knocking them on their asses. And remember a while ago, at this point would be about an hour ago, maybe an hour and 20. Remember when I was talking about my 3rd grade bully? Remember how I was talking about how he would play a part later in an anime-like arc?
The one you beat up?
Moment. No, I never beat him up until now. He was at the camp, and I had no idea he was at the camp until I was walking down beating children left and right, and I see him about 50 feet in front of another cabin also fighting somebody. And so I just walk straight towards him. This is like a movie scene. I could recreate this shit like Saving Private Ryan style.
Tall?
Huh?
Is it like Walking Tall? You don't know what that is. You won't understand that reference.
But it's like bombshells in the back. People are getting knocked around, and I'm walking straight towards him. Some kids are like trying to hit me with a pillow, and I'll just take one swing at them and keep walking. I'm like not breaking eye contact the whole time because he eventually notices me. Like 20 feet, 30 feet left, he notices me, and he finishes his fight, and then he comes forward, and we're standing there about 8-10 feet apart, and he recognizes me at this point. I recognize him, and I say, "A final fight," and we look at each other, and we just nod. We didn't want to actually say anything. I don't say a final fight, but we literally just look at each other and we both nod. And we both run at each other at the same time. And he's got essentially the same strategy as me. He's got like a little shitty pillow, but he's got the same like mace strategy as me. I let years of like pent up rage out at one moment. Because this kid was my third grade bully. He was like an absolute cunt. So I ran forward. Oh, he was a shit person. But I ran forward, and like a hammer to nail, I swung my fucking mace above my head as hard as I could, hitting him on the top of the head. He got propelled straight down onto the concrete sidewalk we were walking on. Full fucking force headbutt the ground as he just got donked. And then he started crying, and then he ran away.
Someone should animate that.
Somebody should animate that shit. But literally, it was the most poetic justice moment as I beat this kid to the ground in one swing. Oh, it's so good.
My God.
And that is my camp story. There's obviously more things I could tell later on down the line, less important to the overarching narrative. But it was very fun. I loved that camp. I'm probably not allowed to go back because it cuts off at 18. But
I mean, what if you go back as like a counselor?
I could, but I'd have to go to the college there. So,
Oh, to become a counselor, you have to be basically a college student.
Well, you have to be a student there to be a counselor. Only students can be counselors. Luke, the kid I go with, Luke, is not a counselor. He just works there as I think he's a DJ or something. He works something electronically.
You could see if you could get one of those kind of technical jobs then.
I'm good. I have an actual job right now. Yeah. But anyway.
What's another job?
What's another job? The fact that the fact that the place is like 3 hours away is probably not worth it.
And?
Anyway.
And?
I can't do both these jobs at the same time. Okay.
You're just excusing.
Yeah, I'm just excusing.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, do you guys have anything else you would like to talk about?
I mean,
I think we got
any questions, comments, or concerns about all the stupid shit I've said?
Jesus Christ. You sound like one of my... No, fucking these stories have been crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But
dude, I lived a weird ass childhood. Like after age 15, I stopped having weird shit I did. Like I stopped being as crazy. But I used to be fucking batshit insane, bro. Like you guys know me as semi-sane, and even now I'm. How would you guys describe me? Out of curiosity.
You're still insane.
All right, cool.
A manic hippie.
Yeah.
That is a word. Okay.
2 words.
No, the other day, literally, I'm just sitting here watching YouTube. I forgot what the YouTube video was. But as I'm watching YouTube, I just hear 3 shots ring out.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking, I just ducked. That was instinct. I ducked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the fuck the shots came from. I don't know if, like, there was a gang shootout or anything.
You're in New York. They came from everywhere.
Yeah, probably. But also, I'm fucking having a fight with a game company right now.
Oh, yeah, you wanted to tell this story. Yeah. Go for it.
No,
that's right.
Fucking pieces of shit. Mm-hmm. They deleted my account that I worked on for 2 years.
Oh, are you talking about the Pacific Rim game?
No, CSR2. No.
Okay.
It's a racing game. But fucking, they deleted my account that I worked 2 years on. And then I created a new account, right? I was like, okay, They fucking perma-banned my other account.
Why?
No reason. They gave me no reason. And then when I contact support, they're like, "Yeah, you were found to be cheating or exploiting," even though I wasn't. It's a brand new account. Like, how can you prove that?
They realized you were black.
I'm honestly about to contact like the main company because that's how most people have gotten their accounts back, by actually contacting like the head branch.
I'm going to go to Mr. Microsoft himself, and I will complain about your bullshit.
No, but the problem is they just permabanned me out of nowhere. I was like beginning anew. I did not get it at all. It's coming back, but
Hey.
You said the name, dumbass.
Sorry.
That's fine.
But no, it's coming back. The thing is, I've been trying to play it so badly that I actually got like a whole developer thing for an Android phone where I can basically download like the Galaxy iOS ISO files and stuff like that.
And then this goes into what you were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, what with everything?
The emulator.
Oh yeah, no yeah, I basically have a phone on as an emulator on my.
Yeah. Oh nice.
On my MacBook, yeah. I'll send a picture, honestly. I have it pulled up right now.
Nice. All right. We ready to sign off, boys?
I'm about ready. Although I would like to include this one little thing I've been doing recently, which is
2 a.m. Yeah, what's up?
It's short. It's short.
Yeah, go ahead.
This little game. It's a pretty common game, but it's just put in a date and then type Florida man in front of it and search it.
Oh, I already know. My birthday, a Florida man got his balls chopped off.
One time someone actually looked up what happened on my exact birthday, but I can't remember exactly what it was. All I know it was something revolving around another guy was assaulting another guy with a pizza.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, and then just proceeded to rape him.
All right.
No.
Florida man pulls out dank gummies instead of ID after nearly hitting gas pump.
Oh, I love that.
What?
Ooh, this one happened on my birthday this year, 2022.
Oh, what happened?
So, naked Florida man arrested after banging on house with barbell, deputies say. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
A naked man carrying a barbell is accused of threatening to kill another man shortly after a burglary, according to the county sheriff. Burglary. Shut up. It's 2 in the morning.
Here's one. It's not my birthday, but it's February 25th, 2015. Florida man vaped his friend's ejaculate.
Baked?
Stop, elaborate, and listen. What?
What?
This guy, he took the other man's baby batter and then vaped it.
Man, that's crazy.
That's some weird ass shit. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Do you think it tasted good?
No, probably not.
You'd have to ask him.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. You'd have to ask him. He was the one that did it.
Y'all want to do some Mythbusters?
No.
You sure?
I feel like this is gonna segue into like I don't even know. I don't want to even say it.
What? Have y'all never eaten your own cum?
No.
No.
It's like so high in protein, though.
What are you, gay?
Christ.
What? Yes.
Yes, he is. Yeah, like the.
I know.
Yeah, you can't say this.
Yes.
I found the article about the guy, the cum vape guy. Where do you want? You guys want
it? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Read it.
Where should I post it?
Just read it.
I'll post it so we can all read it.
Read it, you slut, right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude, why'd you intimidate him just to read that?
I don't know, because why not? It's 2 in the morning. I'm gonna have to edit this in like a month.
So this is from 2015 still. Today's sign that the end is near. A Florida man makes vape liquid out of open parentheses, something he claims is, end parentheses, his friend's semen, then inhales it and blows forth a mighty jizz cloud. This herald of the apocalypse IDs only as Brad claims he's the first man ever to vape semen. He was reportedly paid $68 for the seminal act.
16?
68.
Oh, that's still fucking what?
Wow, they should have given him an extra $1.
So this guy only IDs himself as Mike.
That's great. All right, let's sign off before this gets too unbearable.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, here's the kind of an addendum by the author, which is the Daily Dot. The Daily Dot is skeptical about the actual cum content of this concoction, but points out that it may appear thin because it was
2%
diluted
cum.
with standard vape liquid to make it easier to inhale. Literally 2% cum. You can form your own opinion, but beware. When you gaze too long into the cum vape gazes also into you.
What the
That's lovely. Guys, I'm posting pictures into photo ideas, by the way, that I might heavily censor and post. But these are all pictures of the camp.
Dude, why do you look like the chubby lesbian? I'm not gonna lie.
I was a fat little kid.
You look like a chubby lesbian, I'm not gonna lie.
The gorilla picture.
The gorilla was at a zoo, by the way. That wasn't the college.
That look on your face, though. That is...
Yeah, those were the bunk beds. Like, everything I've said in this, no matter how outlandish everything I've said is, it's all true. Also, here's a picture of me riding a pig.
Dude, oh my god, those little things.
That will never be seen on air.
Do you know what mall this is? This looks like really familiar for me for some reason.
It's a dead mall at this point, so no. I have
What
no
mall
idea.
is it?
I don't know. Dead.
Stop lying.
Straight up. That mall was like it's the game shop I used to play when I first started D&D. So it's been 5 years. No, 4 years. So that place was already starting to close down when I was there.
I guess to close this out, I can say that we tried to record an episode prior, but it didn't end well. But we had some or should I talk about the game?
Oh, Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't that interesting.
So we played Cards Against Humanity. I do have photographic proof of something funny in case you wanted to put it in the video, which is just this.
Yeah. Which one? Let's see.
Oh yeah, his fucking winning card.
That was my card, and I'm so proud of that. Well, go ahead, read it, dipshit.
So in this one, I am playing as the Czar. If you put it on here, on part of the visual, whatever, you can see that my thing was Flesh Eater. Obviously, I'm just that good at it. But the prompt is, what's the gayest? And what Captain Netbeard puts in as his response, and what I pick as a winning response is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. So, hear that, you Canadians?
Yeah, you dirty fucking maple suckers.
This probably won't even reach Canada because they just passed Bill C-11.
Lamau?
Elaborate.
It's a bill that blocks non-Canadian things. Canadian content creators have to be Canadian enough to adhere to the law.
You have to.
How Canadian are you?
No, literally, that's not a joke. They literally threw that in the bill. You have to be Canadian. Yes.
Welcome to the salty spittoon. How Canadian are you? How do you answer that? How do they measure Canadianness?
Yes, they don't even.
You have to bring out a flask of maple syrup
and drink it on camera,
or you have to walk in with a cup from Tim Hortons.
Oh my God! I have a picture. I have the picture.
What picture?
Of what?
I have the picture of the inner tubing with the camp counselor I was with. I have a picture right before it happened. Moments before disaster.
Moments before disaster.
Dude, you look honestly so dope. You look like from one of those movies, one of those fucking summer movies. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. I was a little retard.
No, fucking you look dope. That's what I mean.
I may actually not censor any of these because my face looks nothing like it did. I look absolutely nothing like I used to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you look nothing.
I think the picture you closest in, I mean, obviously, is the one you're all dressed up in, but besides that, is a gorilla picture.
Yeah, I might censor that one just because I have a semi-beard growing in.
Yeah,
And
you
let
have
the record show.
semblance.
I want to call attention to this really quickly. This means literally nothing to you people at home. I don't have a double chin in that photo. Let the record show I have a bald spot. There's a
What are you
difference.
talking about? What are you talking
In my
about?
beard, in the picture with me in my suit, I don't have a double chin. I know what it looks like.
It does
It's
look like a
not a
double
double
chin.
chin. It's not a double chin. I just have a bald spot.
It does look like a double chin
I
though. I
inherited it
get
from my
why.
father. I blame him wholeheartedly.
Actually, I do.
Wait.
I have like a very similar same thing right underneath like my chin where it starts to actually like when the crest of your chin stops and starts to go back to like
Yep.
follow the rest of your neck. Right there, I have a strip that hair very seldom grows,
Yep, that's the
which is
exact
why
spot.
I don't like to grow my hair because it makes me look like I have a double chin.
Um,
That's honestly kind of why I don't. I hate not having a beard, but having a halfway beard is even worse because it
Yeah.
all looks like a double. Every time looks like a double. Oh my god! I have the picture. I found the picture, and I think I'm gonna use it. I have to show it to the episode.
what
But
is it?
that is the picture of the tire.
Oh
Oh.
my god! You have to blur your face in that one because you look so much like.
Yeah. You look very.
Yeah, this is.
I think you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna officially dox my face. I'm gonna be the first member of the podcast to do it because I want this photo and this face to be recognized forever.
I want you to know the
And
black kid
so
that's
it
like fucking.
begins.
There's a
Also, if you
black
couldn't
kid
tell,
that's
I was on blue team.
there,
Just in case they're not Crips in the corner.
the third
I was on
photo
blue
is
team.
there's a black kid that's literally looking at you like he has seen the face of God.
Oh, dude, you don't understand how intense I got during this shit.
He may
Dude,
have.
look at the tire stretch. Look at that stretch, dude.
Dude, yeah.
It's from. Oh, I actually found the name of the camp. It's Word of Life, Florida of the Coast. That's
What?
from 2019, so that's 3 years ago. That was the last year I was there.
Word of what the fuck?
Word of Life, Florida of the Coast.
Lord? Oh, yeah.
Florida the Coast, which is,
Lord.
and it's just, you guys can look through it now. Now that I've mentioned it to the world, you can all go and what the hell is the Tuesday night show? Anyway, you guys can now go to their Facebook page and see every single thing I've ever said about this camp is true. Because they do a thing. Oh, so good. God, I miss that place so much. Anyway, all right, let's sign off. We're almost at 2.5 hours, and I'm going to kill
Yeah,
myself when I have to edit
fair
this.
enough. Although this was a fun episode, kind of an
This
impromptu
was.
one, but fun.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
this is what happens when we don't have a thing in mind when we start an episode.
Yeah. We still
And
gotta
this is
we
what
still gotta
happens
get
when I
our
talk for most of the episode.
we still gotta get our actual Cards Against Humanity episode though. I
I
still
don't
want that.
think
Also,
everyone post in the comments. Post in the comments if you want to see it because I don't think it'll turn out well.
one thing we learned, Shiitake is the funniest who's playing Cards Against
Shiitake is weirdly good at Cards Against Humanity despite how unfunny he is on the podcast.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Oh no,
It's good.
you did in like I think this is the most activity we've got from anyone like consecutively in this podcast episode.
Oh, I mentioned it at one point. I thought I should finish it because I'm scrolling through their Facebook page right now. I saw the obstacle course. I mentioned the fact that there was an obstacle course behind the girls' what is it, cabins, and there's not a lot I want to talk about it except at one point they had to do a trust fall with me. I think that's really funny.
Oh,
Seb,
that
what's
is.
your post on Snapchat? I wanna ask
Oh.
Here's a picture. Here's a bonfire picture.
Oh.
Of
I've been playing this game most the entire time. This game I just remembered I had, and
On
they
what?
had that name. This old PS4 game. I think it might actually be a PS3 game initially, but I
But
bought
the
it.
PS3, the PS3 doesn't have any games.
That's fair. They don't got no games.
You
Oh no,
fool.
anyway. So I got it
Oh
like
my
a
god.
long time ago.
Hold
But
up.
I got
You
back
don't want
around
to
to
see the
playing it. Okay. Yep.
There you go. Sorry, it's the boat guys. I'm sorry, I'm going through their Facebook right now. I haven't seen these guys in years. The boat guys.
Hey, the boat guys.
The boat guys.
So do you know
God.
which one was the one that created the Ring of Fire?
Oh yeah, it's the guy with the hat. He was always driver.
There's
There's
two
two
of the
guys.
ones, two guys with hats.
Oh, the guy with the sunglasses and a hat.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
God, the place was great. I miss it so much.
Ah,
Makes me want to turn back to Jeebus.
man.
Or commit crimes to the point that I'm forced to go there by the state again.
Ah,
Ah, feels good. Alright, can we
all
please
right.
fucking close this episode off before I kill myself while editing?
All right. There's nothing else we want to talk about, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Sounds like it.
Alright, Sab sound off.
Uh, I'm in your walls. I'm coming for you right now.
In what way are you coming?
Physically, I'm running for you currently. I am
Oh,
going to rip your skin off and make a
thought you
crown out
were
of it.
thought you were ejaculating? That's even
Nope.
hotter. Shiitake, sound off.
Well, I'll see you guys whenever.
And I, your sexy, humble host, Captain Neckbeard,
You're not
will
humble at
be off.
all.
That is the joke,
Yeah.
you fucking retard. Now, if you excuse me, I can't wait to not have to edit all of this. Goodbye.